I just turned this on. Oh. Well, very good evening to folks listening in on YouTube here on SHN Sports Network. I am Kelly DeVoll, joined by Dave England here for tonight's broadcast of this game between the Georgetown Eagles and the Eastview Patriots. We are at the Patriots home field tonight, and Friday, this same two teams will square off again Friday. And then Saturday game at Dell Diamond, and I think that's against Round Rock, is it not? But we will have all of those broadcasts for you as well. Dave, what's the weather going to be like tonight?
It's humid. Humid winds are out of the south, about 10 to 15 miles an hour. It's about 78 degrees right now. So a humid evening here in Georgetown, but we're getting it in before the rain.
Sorry for the late start, folks, but getting all the technical issues worked out. Wally Harmon's not with us tonight. He is out of town on a trip with his wife, so he's having a good time with the family there, and we're excited about that. Very quickly, we'll go through tonight's starting lineups. For your Georgetown Eagles, batting first, the leadoff hitter playing center field, number 17, Devin Peterson. Playing at second and hitting second is Talon Ball. Number 21, Ronnie Leininger, is going to be on the hill tonight for the Eagles to start the game, and he is batting third. Batting fourth is number 16, Reese Herrera. He's the catcher. Number 11, Jackson Rainey is the right fielder. He'll be batting fifth. Andrew Nations, number 10, is the left fielder, and he'll be batting sixth. Hayden Grooms is wearing number 7, and he is the DH tonight. Batting eighth is number 12, David Flewitt. He's at first base. Number 6, Luke Holly is at third. We will pause real quickly. Jacob Kiki will be at shortstop tonight for the Eagles. We're going to pause for the national anthem. Stand by. We'll be back.
Batting second for shortstop, number 6.
I thought they were about to start the lineup or start the national anthem, but that'll come in just a second. So we'll continue with our starting lineups. For the Eastview Patriots tonight, batting first is number 6, David Brown. He's the third baseman. Shortstop Ryan Pullen, number 2, is batting second for the Patriots. Number 12, Patrick Reyes is the pitcher, and he's batting third. Daniel Boyer, number 8, is the designated hitter tonight for the Patriots. Number 10, Josh O'Malley is the catcher. He's batting fifth. Batting sixth is number 3, Mason Pullen. He's at second base. Number 5, Logan Niederhauser is the right fielder. He's batting seventh. Batting eighth is number 14, Asher Kirchhoff. He's the right fielder, and then in left field, or center fielder, and then in left field is number 1, Ronnie Goldman. He's the left fielder, sorry. Center fielder is Alex Lute, and he is not in the batting order right now as we begin the game. Here's your national anthem. All right, folks, we are getting close to the first pitch. A little bit of information before we get started tonight. Thanks, Wally Harmon, for putting this together. Again, Wally's out tonight. He is on a trip with his family down to the Gulf Coast of Texas. In District 5A, Region 3, District 23, the Georgetown Eagles are in first place at 10-0. Elgin is at second place at 7-3. There's a two-way tie for third place with Eastview at 6-4 and Henderson at 6-4. Bastrop is 5-5. Cedar Creek is 3-7. Pflugerville is 3-7 in district, and Conley is 0-10. Head-to-head, these two teams have played 20 times. Georgetown leads the series 18-2. Sitting here talking to Jordan Vieira. He's glad I got out of the house for a change. So, Coach Vieira making fun of me already. Hadn't even gotten to speak to him face-to-face yet. Head-to-head, 18-2. A split here between those two losses, one here and one in Georgetown. 9-1 is the record for the Eagles at both ballparks there. This pitching staff for Georgetown is just lights out this season. They had some struggles early on, but they were playing some really, really good baseball teams in the 6A region, or the 6A division. Struggled a little bit pre-district, but overall the Eagles are 16-9-1, and we are ready for the first pitch, folks. Stepping into the plate is number 17, Devin Peterson. He is leading off for your Eagles tonight. Very, very important game tonight for both teams. Eastview is fighting for that fourth playoff spot, and Georgetown, with a win tonight, claims at least a share of the district title, depending on what happens in the other games. But
yeah, if Georgetown takes care of business in this stand, we should be just fine when it comes to the district title. So,
first pitch to Peterson is up high for ball one.
Taking care of Hendrickson and then Cedar Creek, that it pretty well ensures that, Eastview is about the only one that could probably, we're still in the playoffs, but it's going to be a matter of we want that number one seed in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, Patrick Reyes on the hill. He's thrown his second ball. The second pitch was low. Called the ball. Counts 2-0 on Devin Peterson. Nice breaking pitch in for a called first strike.
Beautiful facility at Eastview. It's an all-turf field, Kelly. Almost said Wally.
Ball is driven into right field, but the right fielder is able to come on and make the play out there for Eastview. So Peterson is retired on the fly out to right field. Stepping into the box now is number 2, Talon Ball. He's the second baseman for the Eagles tonight. Wally put together a bunch of stats for me. I'll get to those as soon as I get caught up with everything. First pitch swinging, fouled back to the right side for strike 1 on Ball as he steps in for the first time tonight here in the first inning.
Got a little bit of wind in the crowd, Mike. Now that we got it turned on, we're going to try and work on that mute button tonight. I'll help out Kelly with that tonight, make sure we keep it under control.
Second pitch is a little high from Reyes. Evens the count at 1-1. Reyes with the offering. That one's high as well. Brings the count to 2 balls and 1 strike on Ball.
It's definitely well above Ball's strike range there. He's not the tallest guy in the world, but that was way too high.
Reyes into the windup and the offering. Breaking pitch. Just catches the outside corner for strike 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Reyes' offering was a little inside, but Ball's able to fight it off, foul it back, and stay alive. Count stays at 2-2. Wind, or Dave, you mentioned earlier the wind. Wind's kind of blowing from home plate out the right or left center field, so it could be a factor if somebody gets the ball up in that wind. Pretty good wind going.
Yeah, headed back towards the high school there. He's battling.
Ball takes a hack, sends that foul, and Coach Vieira was actually able to make the stop, so we'll have to give him a gold star on that one. Count stays at 2-2. Nobody on. 1 out here in the top of the first inning with this battle between the Georgetown Eagles and the Eastview Patriots.
84% humidity. Winds south-southeast at 9. Temperature 77. So a little update on the weather.
Like I'm back in Beaumont. Nobody ever says that in a good way. The offering from Reyes. Drilled into left field for a base hit by Ball. He's on with the single and the first runner tonight for the Eagles.
Take a 1-out runner.
Georgetown has done a lot of damage this year, even with 2 outs in the inning. Got a dangerous lineup, top to bottom.
They love those 2-out rallies.
They do. Now stepping in is number 16, Reese Herrera. Reese is number 21. I'm sorry. I'm a step ahead. Riley Leininger. I promise I'm going to try to get caught up here in just a couple of minutes. Pitcher Riley Leininger steps into left-hand batter's box and faces Reyes with 1 on and 1 out. Ball with the lead from first base. The first offering to Leininger from Reyes is high and outside for ball 1.
We'll get back to our normal 4-camera angle when we get back to the Georgetown Stadium, but tonight just your 1-camera angle, kind of a basic view.
Leininger pops that one up, but it drifts foul. Third baseman moved over to try to make a play, but unable to do so. Evens the count at 1-1 for Leininger as he stands in. Talon Ball's on first base. Devin Peterson, the first batter for Georgetown. Fly it out to right field in his at-bat, and that's the only out so far for the Eagles in this inning. Reyes checks a runner at first and brings the pitch. Tries a breaking ball, but it misses way high to bring the count to 3. Should be a full count. Guy on the scoreboard's not paying attention.
I've got 2 and 1 as well. I could be wrong.
Maybe the guy on the microphone is not paying attention. Here's what it is. Reyes comes set. Leininger waiting on the pitch. The offering, fastball. Couldn't tell what the sign was. The throw down to second as Ball moves over to second on the steal. He's successful. Ball bounced away from the second baseman. That last pitch was called a ball, so that brings it to 3-1 on Leininger with a runner in scoring position for the Eagles here in the first inning. Reyes comes set, checks the runner at second, and offers. Fastball across the plate. Leininger fouls it off to the left side and out of the ballpark. Count stays at 3-2 now. Now we're at a full count. In the on-deck circle is Reese Herrera, the catcher. He'll be batting next. Reyes comes set. And the pitch. Fastball again. A little bit low, but Leininger pops it up to the third baseman for the second out of the inning.
Man on second still. 2 outs.
Ball stands at second. Coming to the plate, number 16, Reese Herrera, the catcher for the Eagles tonight. 2 outs, 1 on. Man in scoring position at second base, and that is Tatum Ball. Reyes is set and offers the pitch. Little bit low on the first pitch to Reese Herrera for ball 1.
The guys are back to seeing the normal pitching that they're used to, a little bit faster, better quality pitching. Against Cedar Creek, we were just seeing the kids throwing about 50 miles an hour. They were just kind of lobbing it in there. Every first pitch was a strike. You could have swung on it, but just it was different.
Second pitch to Herrera is fouled back. Straight back. We're thankful for a net. Counts 1-1, 2 outs. Runner on second. Reyes on the mound. And the offering is outside. Swinging strike. 1-2 is the count on Reese Herrera. Again, it's a very important game for both these teams tonight. Georgetown trying to lock up district title, and Eastview is fighting for that last playoff spot. They're currently tied for third in the district. Reyes offers. Leininger smashes it, but out of play down the left field line. Count stays at 1-2.
Good job battling there for Reese Herrera.
Reese is ready. Reyes is set. And the pitch. Change-up is sent to the right side now. So Reese is battling both sides of the field. Choked up on that bat a little bit. Trying to put something into play and make the defense make a play.
Wally mentioned the nice thing about this is you're getting to see a bunch of pitches from the Eastview pitcher, and you're forcing them to pitch more.
That offering is high. That brings the count even at 2-2 on Herrera.
Really good at bat right now. He's really battling.
Reyes comes set. Offers a breaking pitch. And Reese is able to foul it out, stay alive in this at bat. He is really battling, try to get something into play here. Base hit may drive in a run.
Tell you what, you hook it to left field right here, you could land it in the parking lot. The way this wind's blowing, you get it up in that wind, it's gone.
There was a big boy playing for the Eagles last year.
Yeah.
Could have smashed one, but that's last year and this is this year. Reyes comes set. And the pitch again fouled straight back. That was the seventh pitch of this at bat.
He's making him work for it.
He is making him work, and you want to get to the bullpen as quickly as you possibly can, so the more pitches you can make Reyes throw, the better. Reyes again comes set, checks the runner at second, and again a foul ball. That's the 8th pitch of this at bat.
Somebody go to Walmart, get some more balls.
Yeah. And Wally, if you're listening, don't expect a pretty scorebook. I may tear this out and shred it because it's not up to the Harmon standard. Counts 2-2. Leininger is ready for the offering from Reyes. And that is a little bit low. That brings the count to a full count. Reese has done a good job of battling, staying alive, and swinging at pitches that are in the strike zone.
Speaking of swinging momentum towards Georgetown if he can get a walk out of this one.
Reyes is set. Gets a sign, checks a runner, and steps off, much to the dismay of the Eagle bullpen. Chattering for both these bullpens. Temperature is perfect tonight. It's overcast.
77.
Wind is blowing, so we'll hope the rain holds off. Reyes comes set. 3-2 count. And the ball, it is inside
and a stolen base.
Stolen base for Ball. So he moves over to third on the steal.
Substitute runner. Number 4.
Courtesy runner is number 4, Cord Lawrence. So runners on the corners for the Eagles. Coach is coming out to have a conversation with Reyes, make sure everybody is on board and all on the same defensive game plan for this at bat by Jackson Rainey, who will be coming in the right fielder.
You got an opportunity to. Cord could steal second pretty easily here, and so you want to make sure that the guys aren't going to fall for that and bring a run in if you're Eastview.
Appreciate all our folks listening in on YouTube. Again, Wally Harmon is out, a little family trip. I'm Kelly DeVoll, sitting with Dave England, bringing you tonight's ball game. Jackson Rainey is at the plate for the Eagles, number 11, right fielder, and the first offering to Rainey coming from Reyes. Low and outside, that's ball 1 for Jackson.
Before the game, when they were finishing up their batting practice, both squads met at the mound, and just a couple guys. You can tell they've known each other for a while, and the old handshake, hug. It's kind of cool. Crosstown rivalry. These kids, they probably all played Georgetown youth baseball together.
The Crosstown Classic tonight. Breaking pitch misses just a little bit high. It was over the plate, but a little bit high, so that's ball 2 on Jackson Rainey. First inning tonight brought to you by Carissa Bradford, your Texas Farm Bureau insurer. We appreciate their support. Popped up, catcher, third baseman should be able to make a play on it, and that makes the play in foul territory for the third out of the inning. So 2 runners left on the corners. No runs, 1 hit. And that brings us to the bottom of the first inning. So as we go to the bottom of the first, the score, Georgetown Eagles 0, Eastview Patriots coming up to bat for their first at-bat. We will be back shortly.
Georgetown Eagle Baseball by First Responder Broadcasting is brought to you by Carissa Bradford, your local Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is an insurance provider built by Texans for Texans, protecting our families since 1952. The mission of Texas Farm Bureau is to help policyholders manage the financial risk of everyday life and successfully recover from insured losses through prompt, professional, personal service based on high ethical standards. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance offers comprehensive insurance policies for auto, home, farm and ranch, commercial, and life. Carissa can help you find the perfect policy to give you peace of mind that you're covered by a trusted and reputable insurer. For all your insurance needs, call Carissa at 512-777-8511 or visit www.tfb-ins.com.
And we welcome you back to tonight's broadcast of the Georgetown Eagle Baseball, live from Eastview Patriots Field here in beautiful Georgetown tonight. On defense for your Eagles, Riley Leininger is on the mound tonight for the Eagles. Behind the plate, Josh O'Malley.
The first inning for the Patriots. Third baseman number 6, David Brown.
Sorry, we're sitting directly under the speaker, and it is really, really loud here. So Riley Leininger is on the hill for the Eagles tonight. Josh O'Malley behind the plate. We'll give you the rest of the defense here in just a little bit. I'm sorry, not Josh O'Malley. Catcher is Reese Herrera. At bat is number 6, David Brown, the third baseman for the Patriots. First offering from Riley tonight. Pop up to around the second baseman. Center fielder, the right fielder comes in and makes the play for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Riley Leininger.
Hopefully we can keep that pitch count up.
Down for Riley.
I know.
Down for Riley. Stepping in now is number 2, Ryan Pullen. He's the shortstop for the Patriots. No runs for the Eagles in the top of the first inning. Eastview's first at bat. We've got 1 out. Got a little bit of equipment adjustment going for Reese. Got to make sure that gear is set.
Yeah, Leininger is throwing some heat. He doesn't mess around. This is going to be an adjustment for these Patriot batters. They might take a minute to get used to what Leininger's throwing off that mound.
Riley has appeared for 31 and 2/3 innings this year. That offering is high and outside for ball 1 to David Brown.
You know, the wind is at our backs, and it's going right at the pitcher's face.
Pullen drives that ball deep, way back near the fence. Second out of the inning on a fly out to the left field. Good hit, good bat on that ball, but wasn't able to quite drive it far enough to get it out. Stepping in now is Patrick Reyes, the pitcher, number 12 for your Patriots, if you're an Eastview fan.
Yeah.
Nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Leininger offers up, and that, I thought it hit him.
I thought it did too. I guess not.
Apparently it did not, but that was well inside for ball 1.
Yeah.
To Patrick Reyes. He drives it into right field, but not deep enough to do any damage. 3 up, 3 down. Leininger faces the minimum in the first inning. So as we go to the second inning, 0-0 is our score between Georgetown and Eastview. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
So
And we welcome you back to Georgetown Eagle Baseball here from Eastview Baseball. Eastview, the home team tonight. They will make the crosstown trip Friday to resume this series. Stepping in for the Eagles is Andrew Nation, right fielder. Reyes still on the mound. His first pitch to Nations is high for ball 1.
And that wind is getting after our field, Mike. Apologize about that.
Nations drives one past the first baseman into right field. Makes a big turn around first base, and he is digging for second. Throw is going to be close, and he is out at second base on a great throw from the right fielder for the Patriots. He scooped that and came up firing, and boy, that was a heck of a throw there by the right fielder for Eastview. Logan Niederhauser made a great play on that. Good hard hit ball, sure single, but thrown out trying to get to second base. So that's the first out of the inning
Yeah, this game's got a different feel. You know, there's going to be a lot more try in this game.
Hayden Grooms, the designated hitter, hits the first pitch out to right field for the second out of the inning.
You get the feeling there's just a lot more hustle, a lot more try. Who's going to make the first big mistake? You know,
yeah, and
both quality programs, you know.
And that's going to be important for both these teams, especially important. We saw in the last game Saturday, a lot of mistakes by Vandergrift, and it cost them a run rule loss in the 5th inning. That first offering to David Fluitt, number 12, is high for ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 2nd inning. Curveball breaks in for a called strike as David watches that one go by. Reyes working pretty quickly. That offering is just high and maybe a little bit outside for ball 2. Count is 2-1 now on Grooms. On Fluitt. Reyes deals. Good breaking pitch, breaks across the outside corner of the plate, brings the count even at 2-2.
Deuces. Across the board. 2 outs.
Fluitt awaits the offering. That one's high and outside, brings the count full. Fluitt is having to throw a lot of pitches tonight so far in this game. But Georgetown unable to push any runs across in the 1st inning. Full count. Ball's driven out to left field. The left fielder misjudged it a little bit, but got his feet under him. And the fly out to left ends the top of the 2nd inning for the Georgetown Eagles. So we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. No runs. 1 hit thrown out at second was Andrew Nations, but that's the only hit in the inning. No base runners left. Our score 0-0 going into the bottom of the 2nd inning. We'll be back right after this.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Borrow from Morrow. Longtime supporter of our broadcast, Matt Morrow, and his team is dedicated to providing the best mortgage experience possible. They do that by offering easy-to-use mortgage tools, including a handy mobile app, competitive rates, and assistance from experienced loan officers. Matt and his team of loan officers understand the local markets, have access to a wide variety of loan programs, and are ready to guide you through the process. Your family, your future, our focus. For your mortgage needs, remember Matt Morrow, Borrow from Morrow. For more information, visit borrowfrommorrow.com. NMLS 464148.
And we welcome you back here to Patriot Field in Georgetown, Texas on this night of District 23 5A baseball here in Georgetown. Very important game. Senior Riley Leininger on the hill. He only threw 7 pitches in that 1st inning. His first offering in the 2nd inning is outside, but swung on by Daniel Boyer, the designated hitter wearing number 8, for a swinging strike. Riley deals. Breaking pitch apparently just missed. Just a little outside, maybe a little bit low. Evens the count at 1-1. Boyer watches that pitch go by for outside for ball 2. Counts at 2-1. First hitter here in the 2nd inning for Eastview. That one is chopped backwards by Boyer. Evens the count at 2-2. Georgetown wearing the black jerseys, blue numerals outlined in white, white pants, blue stripe, and black caps. Eastview in the nice cream throwback looking uniforms. Red letters, red numbers, red stockings, and red hats. That pitch missed. Brings the count full to Daniel Boyer. Leininger's offering is swung at and missed. Swinging strikeout for Riley Leininger. Bringing up Josh O'Malley, number 10, the catcher for Eastview.
And then the catcher number 10, John O'Malley.
Leininger's fastball misses outside, ball 1 to O'Malley. O'Malley batting in the 5th spot. Leininger deals a fastball, but that one sails a little bit high for ball 2. 2-0 count, 1 out here, nobody on for Eastview. Big cut by O'Malley, but he comes up empty. He was a little fooled on that. I think he was expecting not the breaking pitch that he got. Another swinging strike, good fastball thrown right by O'Malley. Count is 2-2.
Nice. Good job evening up the count.
Oh, good breaking pitch, and he stands there and watches that one go by for the second out of the inning. O'Malley was completely fooled, and that was a huge breaking pitch. That one looked like it broke 6, 7, 8 inches, and that was a nasty breaking pitch by the senior.
Goodness.
Leininger.
That was 3 straight strikes thrown. That was good. That was a nice setup there.
That pitch right across the plate for strike 1 to number 3, Mason Pullen, the second baseman for Eastview. He pops that one down the third base side, but well out of play. Count is 0-2 on Pullen. Leininger comes set, rocks and fires, tries the fastball on the outside corner, but that misses, brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning for the Patriots. No runs scored by either team. Georgetown has 2 base hits so far in the game. Leininger deals, but that one's inside, evens the count at 2-2. All turf field here. Georgetown has a turf infield, grass outfield, but it's all turf here. Beautiful facility here at Eastview.
I like how some of the students have backed their pickup trucks up to the wall back there and hanging over the wall.
Snagged by the shortstop. Big throw across, but not in time. Good effort by the shortstop, but unable to come up with it. And Eastview has their first base hit of the night.
That was one of those deep shortstop throws. He's got to throw that with some urgency.
That is a tough play to make. Jack Kiki, the shortstop, able to make the play, keep the ball from going into left field, but unable to make the throw across the field in time. So at first base is Mason Pullen. Standing in now at the plate is Logan Niederhauser, number 5, the right fielder. He drives that into left field past a diving third baseman. Throw comes in, and now you got runners on the corners, or runners at first and second. First pitch hit for Niederhauser. So 2 men on, 2 outs here in the inning for the Patriots. And Leininger trying to get out of a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, Eastview's got themselves a little 2-out rally going now. See what they can do here as we're getting a little peak of sunshine this evening.
Very little. Leininger comes set, checks the runner at second, and offers. Breaking pitch across the outside corner of the plate for strike 1.
If he can just do what he did with that pitcher, with that batter a few bats back. Or was it a breaking, a fast, and a curve?
Leininger, another breaking pitch. That one is hit through the gap. Runner at third is held up because the left fielder was able to come up with it, but now Eastview is in business. They've got the bases loaded with 2 outs. They're doing some damage with that first pitch being driven to left. So 3 consecutive singles loads the bases up for Georgetown. Now Leininger has to deal with a little adversity with the bases loaded but 2 outs. Stepping in is Ronnie Goldman, the left fielder, and he takes the first pitch for a called strike. 0-1 is the count. 2 outs, runners on every base for the Patriots. They're threatening here in the bottom of the second inning. Leininger's fastball misses low and a little outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Eastview at the top of the district standings, 10-0.
No.
I'm sorry, Georgetown at the top of the standings, 10-0. The pitch from Leininger, the breaking ball breaks right across the heart of the plate, strike 2 to Goldman. Eastview is tied for third in the district right now at 6-4. They desperately need this win to try to stay in that playoff hunt. A lot of battling going on in the district for those remaining 3 playoff spots. Georgetown has already clinched a spot. And a balk is called on Leininger by the second base umpire. 4 umpires in the crew tonight. And the second base umpire called a balk on Leininger, said he was rocking. And Coach Vieira wants to go out and have a conversation. I doubt this is that recipe exchange that we talk about.
No, they're not trying to decide where they're going to go eat dinner.
So Ronnie Goldman stands in. Mason Pullen scored on the balk call. Logan Niederhauser moves over to third base, and kickoff moves over to second. First base is open now. Nice curveball across for strike 3 on Goldman. So 1 run scored on 3 hits, and a balk brings in the run for Eastview. So as we go to the top of the third inning, Eastview leads 1-0 over Georgetown Eagles. We will be back right after this.
A portion of this broadcast of Georgetown Eagle Baseball is brought to you by Mahan Home and Commercial Services, your source for all things roofing. We provide you with all the information you need to make a decision about your roof, the first line of defense against Mother Nature. A veteran-owned small business that believes in service with a purpose. Our mission is to service our residential neighbors and commercial community by providing the utmost quality materials and service. Our services include residential roofing, commercial roofing, ladder assist, and holiday lighting. Contact Jesse Mahan at 512-828-7800 or visit their website at mahanhcs.com. Mahan Home and Commercial Services, proud sponsor of First Responder Broadcasting and Georgetown Eagle Baseball.
And we welcome you back to Patriot Field here in Georgetown. Top of the third inning, coming in is Luke Holly to lead off for the Eagles. Still on the mound for Eastview is Patrick Reyes. And Patrick has thrown a pretty good game so far tonight. Thrown a lot of pitches, but he's able to keep Georgetown from scoring any runs. Score is 1-0, your Patriots over your Georgetown Eagles. Reyes offers, and that ball is driven to the shortstop. He's able to scoop it, but not able to make the throw in time. So 1 pitch and a single to the shortstop for Luke Holly.
Tell you what, shortstop and third base on both sides are going to get some work tonight, looks like.
It looks that way.
I mean,
they're driving that ball over there, and we've seen several diving attempts and a couple of good plays in that shortstop hole.
Top of the order.
For the Eagles, we go back to the top of the order. Center fielder number 17,
Devin Peterson stepping in here in the third inning. Luke Holly on first with an infield single. First pitch to Peterson is called strike. In his first at-bat, he flied out to right field for the first out of the game. Center fielder Devin Peterson at bat. Reyes looks in, checks the runner over at first. And the pitch, runner takes off. Catcher is unable to handle the ball as he's tried to make the exchange from the glove hand to the throwing hand. Luke Holly moves over to second base on the steal. And now a runner in scoring position. Count is 2-0 to Devin Peterson.
0-2.
Oh, I'm sorry, 0-2. Don't worry, I won't get it right at all tonight.
Still 0-2.
Peterson fouls that ball back. Stays alive in the at-bat.
Good news is no outs. Man on second.
Georgetown trying to even this score up. Find themselves trailing, which is not usual for the Eagles. But this is a good Patriot baseball team, and Reyes has thrown really well so far tonight. He checks back to the runner and deals. Off-speed pitch misses high. Ball 1 to Peterson.
Seems like that wind has settled down just a little bit.
Yeah, we did get some sun underneath the clouds now. Reyes steps off, changes his mind.
Of course, right as
wants
I
to
say
reset.
Right as I say that, the wind kicks back up, gets on our field mic again.
Luke Holly takes a lead from second base. And that pitch hit Devin Peterson, so he moves down to first base on the hit by pitch. So runners at first and second for the Eagles, nobody out. Coming up to bat now is Talon Ball, number 2, the second baseman for Georgetown.
His nickname is Mighty Mouse, Talon Ball.
I did not know that.
Don't think they have music. Cool thing about when Georgetown's up, I don't normally need to hit the mute button. He's playing some music.
Luke Holly over at second base. Devin Peterson at first base. Nobody out. Stepping in is Talon Ball for the Eagles. Talon waiting on the first pitch from Patrick Reyes. Reyes gets the sign, checks his runners, and deals. Square to bunt, but that bunt is fouled back by Peterson. I'm sorry, by Talon Ball, and that's strike 1. Trying a little squeeze play there because the runners were off at the pitch. Talon squared, but unable to put that bunt down, fouled it straight back. Reyes gets a sign from the umpire, ready to go. Squares up the bunt again, drops the bunt down. It's a nice bunt, going to be a tough play, but able to make the play is number 14 for the Patriots, Asher Kirchhoff, the first baseman, junior first baseman for the Patriots, but that moves the runners over.
Now batting pitcher, number 21, Riley Leininger.
Riley Leininger coming back in, tonight's pitcher for the starting pitcher for the Eagles. Luke Holly at third, Devin Peterson at second. 1 out for the Eagles. Riley awaits the first pitch from Reyes in this at bat. That breaking pitch misses outside, ball 1.
It's so much fun listening to all the chatter.
Yeah, both dugouts are going at it tonight. This rivalry game is a big deal for these kids. They talk about one game at a time, but you know they were excited about coming out and playing ball tonight.
Yeah.
Reyes deals. That pitch is inside, maybe a little bit high as well. That's ball 2 to Riley Leininger. 1 out, 2 runners on, both runners in scoring position. Luke Holly is at third base. Devin Peterson at second base. First base is open for Leininger. Reyes tries another breaking ball, but that one misses high. Count is 3-0 to Riley Leininger. I would imagine that bat is going to sit on his shoulder until Reyes throws a strike.
There's really a lot of room between right field and center field. If he could jack a Texas leaguer out there, he could get a stand-up double. RBI.
Reyes offers, tries a breaking pitch. And that one was called a strike. Leininger ducked out of the way and started up towards him, and I guess it broke enough for the umpire to call that a strike. So the count's 3-1 to Leininger. And I would imagine now he's got the sign to swing away.
Yeah.
Holly at third, Peterson at second. Runners for the Eagles. And the pitch, Leininger watches that one go by, and that is ball 4 for a base on ball by Leininger.
That's some stress now on that Eastview pitching crew because you've got 1 out, bases loaded.
Reyes finds himself in a little bit of the jam because they had runners in scoring position with just 1 out. Still have just 1 out. And now the bases are loaded with Eagles.
I believe we've got number 5, Tate Ritchie, in to run.
Tate Ritchie, the courtesy runner for Riley Leininger.
There we go. Come on, drop.
Reese Herrera hit a deep ball to left field, almost to the wall, and that sacrifice fly is able to drive in the first run for the Eagles tonight. Luke Holly scores on the sacrifice. Neither Leininger nor Peterson are able to move up, so runners at first and second. 1 run across. 1 run, 3 hits for the Eagles. 1 run, 3 hits for the Patriots. We're tied 1-1 here in the second inning. Stepping in now is Jackson Rainey, number 11, the right fielder for the Eagles. Patrick Reyes offers a breaking pitch, which is attempted to be bunted, but it goes foul for strike 1 down the left field, third base line. Not one that Coach Vieira had to be fearful of trying to make a play on,
right,
and hurting himself. 0-1 is the count to Jackson Rainey. Reyes deals, and that one is fouled off to the left side, out of play, out of the ballpark for strike 2. 0-2 count. Runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning for the Eagles.
Done a good job this inning. If nothing else, if they get out of it, they've tied it back up again. So that's positive.
Reyes receives a sign and deals. That one is driven down the left side, but just goes foul. Count stays at 0-2. And I thought Rainey may be able to squeeze that one in, but not quite. 0-2 count on Jackson Rainey. And Reyes steps off again. Third time he stepped off, and Eagles dugout's letting him hear about it. 0-2 is the count. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Runners at first and second for the Eagles. Patrick Reyes on the mound trying to get out of this trouble.
Oh.
And a good breaking pitch. And Jackson Rainey whiffs on that breaking pitch. So for the Eagles, 1-run scores on 2 hits in the inning for the Eagles. No errors. And our game is tied 1-1. This game between the Georgetown Eagles and the Eastview Patriots comes to you by First Responder Broadcasting here on the SHN Sports Network. We'll be right back right after this.
A portion of this broadcast of Georgetown Eagle Baseball is brought to you by Mahan Home and Commercial Services. Your source for all things roofing. We provide you with all the information you need to make a decision about your roof, the first line of defense against Mother Nature. A veteran-owned small business that believes in service with a purpose. Our mission is to service our residential neighbors and commercial community by providing the utmost quality materials and service. Our services include residential roofing, commercial roofing, ladder assist, and holiday lighting. Contact Jesse Mahan at 512-828-7800 or visit their website at mahanhcs.com. Mahan Home and Commercial Services, proud sponsor of First Responder Broadcasting and Georgetown Eagle Baseball.
And we welcome you back to Patriot Field here in Georgetown, Texas. This game between the Georgetown Eagles and the Eastview Patriots. Brought to you by our kind sponsors. We appreciate all of their sponsorship of our broadcast. Now stepping in for Eastview is David Brown, number 6, top of the order for Eastview. And the first pitch by Leininger a called strike. Brown watches that second pitch, and that one catches the outside corner as well. Looked a little bit wide maybe, but the umpire liked it, so rung it up. 0-2 is the count on Brown as Riley Leininger deals, Tries that outside corner again, but misses. Not anything anybody could do with that pitch if he swings at it, and that's what Riley's trying to get him to do, offer up on that pitch that he can't hit.
Yeah.
Counts 1-2 on Brown. Thought about swinging, checked his swing, and that's ball 2. No need for an appeal on that one.
Yeah.
Brown able to pull the bat back and not offer. Little quick break there, and the umpire signals game back on. Leininger's ready. Into the windup. Fastball hit back to Leininger. He trots over and underhands it to the first baseman for the first out of the inning. Coming up next for the Patriots is number 2, Ryan Pullen, the shortstop. In his first at-bat, he flied out to left field on the 4th pitch that he saw from Leininger in the first inning. We're here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Scores tied 1-1. Leininger's fastball across the outside corner for strike 1 to Poulin. Leininger's working very quickly tonight. Another one in the same spot. Starts off 0-2. So Poulin finds himself in a little bit of a hole. No runners on, one out. That ball's hit well, but not deep enough to center field for the first out, or second out for Eastview. Reese Herrera made the catch in center field for the Eagles. Now stepping in is number 12, Patrick Reyes, the pitcher. He watches the breaking pitch. Cross for a called strike. Nice pitch by Riley there. He's got that breaking ball working very well tonight. His off-speed stuff is really good. Tries a fastball but misses low. 1-1 the count on Reyes. Nobody on, 2 outs here for Eastview in the bottom of the 3rd. Leininger's offering is hit into center field, just over second base. Second baseman was playing a little bit more to the right from us, so he wasn't able to get over in time. So Reyes is on first base with a little bloop single up the middle.
Number 9 is the substitute runner for Eastview on first base.
Caleb Ervez Jr. in to run. Stepping into the plate is number 8, Daniel Boyer, in his first at-bat. He struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Leininger gets the sign, quick check of the runner over at first, and offers. Breaking pitch right across the heart of the plate for strike 1. And Riley is really pounding that strike zone tonight, so Eastview will probably be swinging the bat a lot.
Yeah.
Riley Leininger, the senior pitcher, deals. Fastball misses just outside, ball 1. Counts 1-1, 2 outs. Runner on first is Patrick Reyes for Eastview. Leininger comes set. Daniel Boyer squares the bunt, tries to bunt at the last second, but fouls it straight back, and the count is 1-2. Wind has laid down a little bit, but it is still here.
Yeah.
Ball driven to the shortstop. Quick throw over to second base for the 3rd out of the inning. So the ground out to short goes 6-4 for the putout. That's 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 4th. We'll be back here on the SHN Sports Network. This is First Responder Broadcasting, bringing you Georgetown Eagle baseball. welcome you back to Georgetown Eagle Baseball here on the SHN Sports Network, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting. And our generous sponsor stepping in now for the Eagles is number 10, Andrew Nations, the right fielder. Reyes still on the hill for Eastview in his 4th inning of work. First pitch from Reyes to Nations is a breaking pitch for a called first strike. Nice breaking pitch by Reyes. Reyes offers, but that ball goes high. Fastball tried up in the strike zone, but too high. Brings the count even at 1-1. 1-1 is your score. Georgetown's first batter here in the 4th inning. Andrew Nations. Breaking pitch. Just missed that inside corner, and that makes the count 2-1.
Andrew's going to make him work for it.
Nations awaits the pitch. Big swing, but comes up empty.
I'm going to not talk.
On the breaking pitch. Yeah. 2-2 is the count. Nobody out. First batter of the inning for the Eagles. Nations is set. Reyes is set. And the pitch is on its way. And that off-speed pitch misses. Brings the count full for Nations. Reyes winds and delivers. Nations kind of a halfway swing at what would have been ball 4. But Andrew Nations goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. Coming in now for the Eagles is number 7, Hayden Grooms, the designated hitter for Georgetown tonight. Grooms in his first at bat flew out to right field for the first out of the last inning. No, I'm sorry. First out of the 2nd inning. He swings at the first pitch, fouls it back for strike 1. And the junior designated hitter looks at ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1 for Grooms. Reyes delivers, and that is a called strike on the inside corner, and Grooms did not like that call. Didn't say anything, but looked like he wanted to. Reyes is set. No runners on. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. That one inside. I think Grooms was going to let that one bump that elbow if he got in there, but didn't come in quite far enough, so the count evens up at 2-2.
I don't think that was designed to go where it was supposed to go. It was, the catcher had gone to the outside, and it went up and in.
Reyes, the breaking pitch, driven into center field for the first base runner for Georgetown here in the 4th inning. Nations gets a 1-out single to center field.
Now batting first baseman, number 12, David Fluid.
For the first base runner for the Eagles here in the 4th inning. Stepping in now is number 12, David Fluid. In the 2nd inning, Fluid flew out to left field for the 3rd out of the inning. Nations on first, has a little bit of a lead, but he's leaning back towards first base. And that pitch well low to Fluid for ball 1. Snap throw over to first, not in time. Nation's able to dive back into the first base bag. Reyes wants to keep him out of scoring position.
Right.
1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. 1 man on for the Eagles. The offering is fouled off to the left side for strike 1 on David Fluid. I would not be surprised to see Coach Vieira send Nations on this next pitch to try to steal second. Coach Vieira loves the run game.
Yeah, he does. These kids are pretty smart running between the bases.
Nations is staying. Ball's hit up the middle, is fielded by the shortstop as he comes across, steps on the bag, and is able to turn the double play for the third out of the inning. So the Eagles, no runs, 1 hit in the top of the 4th inning. 1 man left on, and that brings us to the bottom of the 4th. Patriots coming up. Georgetown Eagle Baseball here on the SHN Sports Network. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Patriot Field here at Georgetown. Georgetown Eagles and the Eastview Patriots battling tonight. Score is 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Stepping into the first hitter for Eastview in this 4th inning is number 10, Josh O'Malley, the catcher. And he fouls that one off his foot. Hops around a little bit, but it looks like he'll be okay. But that's strike 1 on O'Malley. Coach is coming to check on him, give him a little time to shake that off. I think that young man will be all right, but that one hurts.
Yeah, we'll rub some dirt on it.
There's no dirt.
There's some
rub some crushed rubber on
crushed rubber on it.
Some spit and crushed rubber, I guess, in the modern era.
Yeah.
O'Malley's okay. He steps back in. 0-1 is the count. Fouls at second pitch back. 2 pitches, 2 foul balls for an 0-2 count on O'Malley. Leininger still has some good stuff going. We'll see how long both these coaches stick with their starting pitchers. Fastball on the outside corner is fouled off. Keeps the count 0-2. O'Malley battling at the plate, trying to stay alive.
Mustache game is strong with that one.
Good breaking pitch. Fooled O'Malley, and he goes down swinging. He went down looking in the 2nd inning. So that's the first out. First batter, first out. Riley Leininger gets to strike out on 4 pitches in that inning. In that at bat. Now stepping in is number 3, Mason Pullen. Mason's the second baseman for the Patriots. Pullen awaits the offering from Riley Leininger. Leininger fires a fastball, but that one's up high for ball 1. Mason Pullen singled in the 2nd inning and came in to score the only run for the Patriots. That fastball right down the pipe for strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1 on Mason Pullen. Leininger offers, but that fastball misses just a little bit low, and Riley is really mixing up those pitches. He's got a good fastball tonight. He's got some good zip on it, which is making that breaking pitch hard to keep up with. But 4 hits for the Patriots tonight. Pullen fouls that ball down the left field line. Just foul. Not even the width of a baseball from staying fair, but that keeps the count at 2-2. 1 out here for the Patriots. Nobody on in the bottom of the 5th inning. Riley gets the sign and deals, but that one, a little check swing foul ball straight back.
Bottom of the 4th, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did I say 5th?
I think
I did. 4th Fourth inning. You had said something about the fifth inning a little bit earlier, and that stuck in my mind. I apologize. Leininger's pitch is fouled off the left side and over the fence, out of play. Count still 2-2. I mentioned earlier, Wally Harmon is out tonight. That's why I'm sitting in, so I apologize.
Oh, you did
and the
a fine
breaking
job.
pitch. Riley trying that corner, but that was low and inside, and that brings the count full to Mason Pullen.
I just imagine Wally's probably sitting on the beach, toes in the sand, and
He said he was going to listen, but and he goes down on it. He thought that was ball 4, but he goes down looking at the inside corner strike, called strike by the umpire. The umpire is hearing it from the Eastview fans. Good crowd tonight, man.
Yeah.
Georgetown and Eastview both have really good crowds tonight, so we're excited to see so many folks coming out supporting both these teams. Now stepping in is number 5, Logan Niederhauser for Eastview. Leininger's first pitch to Niederhausen. Breaking pitch, he tried the inside corner but missed. Second offer, and he thought about going but was able to hold up, so that's ball 2. They get an appeal down to first, but I was going to be surprised if they called that a strike.
yeah, he didn't
2-0
go all the way around.
2-0 count on Niederhauser. That one catches the outside corner for strike 1. Good fastball by Leininger. Yeah, Wally's watching, but he's being nice. And the offering, breaking pitch, came back towards the plate, but misses. Count is 3-1. Hitters count for Niederhauser. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning for Eastview. Leininger's pitch misses outside for ball 4. So a base on balls for Niederhauser brings up number 14, Asher Kirchhoff for Eastview. In the 2nd inning, Kirchhoff got a base hit and was able to move over to third base, but unable to score in the 2nd inning. Leininger checks the runner over at first and deals.
Wow.
Swinging strike on a fastball by Riley Leininger for strike 1. Kirchhoff took a big cut at that, but
Wanted to go yard.
swing and a miss. And another high fastball. Gets the swing from Asher. 0-2 is the count. 2 outs. Runner on first for Eastview, trying to do some more damage here in the 4th inning. Leininger is set. And that changeup is fouled off to the right side over the stands and well out of play. 0-2 count on Kirchhoff with a runner on first. See if Eastview's coach tries to move him over. Quick snap throw over to first, but unable to get the runner there. He dives back in safely. And everybody's set. Oh, and a high strike. Swinging. Brings the 3rd out of the inning for Eastview.
They have a man left on base.
So 1 left on base. No hits. Niederhauser was left on base after the walk. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. So we go to the top of the 5th inning here. Score is tied 1-1. We'll be back with Georgetown Eagle Baseball in just a few minutes.
Jenny Mahan, Coldwell Banker Realty, proud sponsor of First Responder Broadcasting and Georgetown Eagle Baseball. A licensed real estate agent since 2016, Jenny is a family-first person that gives all she has to her family. Jenny takes the same love of family and delivers that to her clients from the start. Jenny is happy to help anyone looking to buy or sell a house, farm, or ranch. Let Jenny help you. Contact Jenny at 888-404-9203 or email jenny.mahan@cbunited.com. That's JENNY.MAHAN@cbunited.com.
And we welcome you back to Georgetown Eagle Baseball here on the SHN Sports Network. I'm Kelly DeVoll. Beside me is Wally Harmon. New pitcher for God dang, man.
Wally's at the beach. I wish I was
Wally's at the beach. Sitting next to me is Doppler Dave England. New pitcher for the Eastview Patriots, number 7, McKinnon Thorpe is on the hill. That closes the book on Patrick Reyes with 56 pitches in his 4 innings of work tonight against the Eagles. He gave up 4 hits and 1 run.
1-1 the count for Luke Hawley.
Three-one is the count now. Luke Hawley as he steps in here in the actual 5th inning, this 5th inning. Swinging strike brings the count full.
That should be catchable.
Hawley hits that one down the right field line. Right fielder's ranging over, and he catches it in foul territory for the first out of the inning. So that's 1 out for the Eagles. Stepping in now is number 17, Devin Peterson, center fielder for the Eagles. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning for the Eagles. Score is tied 1-1. Peterson comes in after fly out in the first inning to right field, and then he was hit by a pitch and moved over to second base later on in the inning, but unable to score in that inning. He takes the first offering from Thorpe for a called strike on the outside corner. That one is in there for a second called strike. 2 really good pitches by Thorpe. Peterson doesn't even move the bat on either one of them, so he was not getting what he expected. Here's the third offering. That one is driven to the second baseman on a bouncing infield grounder, and he is able to make the throw over. So he grounds out to the second baseman for the second out of the inning. Now 2 outs for the Eagles here in the second inning. Talon Bell comes in now. Talon Bell, comes in. Second baseman wearing number 2 for the Eagles tonight. In his first 2 at-bats, he had a single in the first inning, made it over to the third base, but did not score, and then he had a sacrifice fly that drove in the Eagles' only run in the third inning. Thorpe's pitch misses low and outside for ball 1. And that pitch, fastball, misses low, ball 2. Georgetown will be back in business on Friday against Eastview at Georgetown High School. That one bounces in. And now the count is 3-0 to ball. Nobody on. 2 outs for Georgetown. Hall awaits a pitch, and that one is right across the plate for strike 1. And you could tell the ball was not swinging no matter what that was that came across. The pitch from Thorpe misses outside. He gets past the catcher, and Runner rounds first, but not. Catcher's able to get back to the ball in time. So ball stops at first base. Thought about trying for second, but wisely held up. So 2-out single, or 2-out fourth ball. And now Georgetown has a base runner. Stepping in now is number 21, Riley Leininger, the pitcher for the Eagles. Trying to do some 2-out damage here for the Eagles. As I was saying a little bit earlier before that throw over to first, runners back safely. These two teams will match up again Friday night at 7 o'clock, I believe, at Eagle Field over at Georgetown High School. It was a good pitch, but it missed low. Ball 1 to Leininger. Then Saturday, 1 o'clock, if the weather allows, at Dell Diamond, because of the two-step in that's going on here in Georgetown. They're using Georgetown High School for one of the busing locations. That breaking pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1 to Leininger. So the coaches agreed to move the game, and I think it's against Round Rock.
I believe so. It's
against the Round Rock Dragons. At 1 o'clock at Dell Diamond, if you can come out and the weather allows. We will be broadcasting that game as well here on the SHN Sports Network. Time is called. Leininger asks for time and gets it. Steps out. Resets. 1-1 to count. 2 out. 1 runner on first. Riley Leininger at the plate for the Eagles. Catcher or the pitcher getting beaten up a little bit by the Eagles. Runner takes off on the pitch. Again, catcher bobbles the throw and can't make the throw to second. So a steal by Talon Ball moves him over to second. Runner in scoring position now for Leininger, who's going to be looking for a base hit. Count is 2-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Game is tied 1-1.
You talked about it earlier, how he likes to get those runners going, and it's been Talon Ball has done a good job getting to first and getting to second.
Second time he's been past first base in the game tonight, but has not been able to score yet. But did drive in the run with sacrifice in the third inning.
Something happened here. I don't know if it's a balk.
No, I think they turned it into an intentional walk.
Okay.
So here comes the bat, number 16 for the Eagles.
With 2 outs, it gives more options, I guess, for the Eastview infield to get that out somewhere.
Yeah, played any base on the infield now. Reese Herrera steps in for the Eagles now. 2 outs, runners on first and second. The pitch by Thorpe. Good breaking pitch comes in for a first strike.
He's not affected by the heckling. I mean, Georgetown dugout's letting him have it.
These kids hear it a lot. Every ball game they play, I would imagine. Thorpe's fastball misses low and outside. Counts 1-1 for Herrera. And the umpire says that he went on that pitch that was well outside. Makes the count 1-2. Reese trying to do some damage here with the runner in scoring position. Another runner on first. Trying to break this tie. Thorpe breaking pitch. And Herrera watches that pitch go across the strike zone for the 3rd out of the inning. So that brings us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Your score is tied 1-1 here. Georgetown leaves the field, no runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on. And that brings us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Eastview coming up. We will be back right after this.
Jenny Mahan, Coldwell Banker Realty, proud sponsor of First Responder Broadcasting and Georgetown Eagle Baseball. A licensed real estate agent since 2016, Jenny is a family-first person that gives all she has to her family. Jenny takes the same love of family and delivers that to her clients from the start. Jenny is happy to help anyone looking to buy or sell a house, farm, or ranch. Let Jenny help you. Contact Jenny at 817-404-9203 or email jenny.mahan@cbunited.com. That's JENNY.MAHAN@cbunited.com.
Welcome back to Patriot Field here in Georgetown, Texas. The Eastview Patriots and Georgetown Eagles deadlocked as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Leading off the inning for Eastview is Ronnie Goldman, number 1, the left fielder. In his at-bat in the second inning, Ronnie was singled, but the inning ended before he could come across and score. Still on the hill for the Eagles is Riley Leininger, and he deals his first pitch here in the fifth inning. Ball is struck to shortstop. Good throw across and in time. Ronnie Goldman is thrown out 6-3 for the first out here in the fifth inning. Coming up now is David Brown, number 6, third baseman for Eastview. One out, score is tied 1-1. Scoreboard is identical for the teams, and there's 1 run for both teams, 4 hits for both teams, and no errors. And that offering to Brown is well inside, ducks away from it. That's ball 1.
He's going to adjust the catcher is adjusting some of his equipment real quick.
It's not the first time. He is having fits with that chest protector. Just take it off. No. Don't do that. I see our friend Jory Erickson checking in. Jory's good to see you, buddy, at least in the chat. Jaden Reynolds cheering for the Patriots, listening in. We appreciate all our listeners here on YouTube, on the SHN Sports Network, First Responder Broadcasting, bringing you Georgetown Eagle baseball. Leininger rocks and fires fastball for a swinging strike.
He could not catch up with that one.
And that makes the count 1-1 on David Brown. Brown fouls that one almost straight back for strike 2.
Just like that, he gets ahead in the count again. He's been doing a really good job of that most of the night.
Both these starting pitchers threw really good games tonight. Big breaking pitch, but it misses outside for ball 2. Counts 2-2. 1 out, nobody on for Eastview. Riley Leininger, the senior right-hander on the mound for the Eagles. Leininger deals. Big breaking pitch, and that one does catch the corner for a looking third strike. He goes down watching that like a Friends reunion rerun. 2 outs in the inning. Now stepping in for Eastview is number 2, Ryan Pullen.
Well, he's probably already clipping that one.
Riley. He drives that ball into right field. And the right fielder almost had time to make the play, but he overthrew first base. He tried to rush that throw and make the play, but we'll see how they rule that, whether that's a hit or a throwing error. It wasn't a routine play per se, but he did have time to try to get the runner out. And the official scorekeeper has not posted a hit or an error yet. They're flipping a coin. All All right, well. Next up, number 12, Patrick Reyes. Nope. I didn't see who stepped in for Patrick. I don't know if he's still batting.
Number 7.
Number 7. McKinnon Thorpe. The pitcher that replaced Reyes. And that first pitch is a ball. That one misses as well. Counts 2-0 to McKinnon.
Both teams are leaving men stranded on the bases, and that's going to drive the coaches crazy.
I'm going to say that was a hit because they haven't scored anything yet on the board, so we'll call it a hit.
Yeah.
Which has Poulin on first. That fastball misses just a little bit high to Thorpe. Count is 3-0. And he wasn't swinging the bat, and that one missed badly inside, so McKinnon walks, which moves Poulin over to second. So runners at first and second, 2 outs here for the Patriots. A courtesy runner comes in for McKinnon, who's the new pitcher.
Number 9.
Number 9, Caleb Ervez, the junior, is the courtesy runner. Eastview dugout is getting pretty fired up. Oh, and that breaking pitch. Good pitch to Daniel Boyer, number 8, for a swinging strike. We heard the Eastview dugout going all Aggie on us, yelling ball 5.
Yeah, big tradition over at Olson Field.
Yeah, I know. Leininger delivers. And Boyer swings and misses for strike 2.
Boyer's helping us out here.
Yeah, that one was that one broke way outside. I think he was expecting maybe a changeup. But he is well forward in that box, guarding that plate. Dribbles that back to Leininger, takes his hat off, throws the first for the 3rd out of the inning. So Eastview threatens, but they're unable to move any runners across. So we go to the top of the 6th inning. The score is still tied 1-1. We will be back with Georgetown Eagle baseball here in just a minute. And we welcome you back to Georgetown Eagle baseball here at Patriot Field in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Stepping in for the Eagles to lead off the inning, number 11, Jackson Rainey. The right fielder, Jackson, struck out swinging in his last at-bat in the first inning, flew out to third base side for the out in that inning. Thorpe on the mound again for Eastview, and that first offering is high for ball 1. Thorpe's second pitch looked good coming in, but broke late, and that's ball 2.
That humidity got a hold of it and it dropped right for the plate. That dropped well
that
before
one's
the
low. Ball 3. I do want to offer my congratulations. I know he doesn't really care that much about it, but Jordan Vieira got his 100th win last week. Got to 100 wins really quick, and we're really proud of him.
Absolutely.
And it's the Eagle baseball team. The pitch, fastball right down the pipe for the first strike to Jackson Rainey. Brings count 3-1. Hitters count now for Rainey. And that one's low, a little bit inside. So Rainey takes first base on the walk, which brings up number 10, Andrew Nations, hitting from the left side.
Shortstop having a little chit-chat with the pitcher, keeping him on target.
Number 10, Andrew Nations.
Andrew's first 2 at-bats, he had a single in the second inning. Made it over to second inning, but was thrown, or he hit a single to right field, tried to make it to second, but was thrown out at second base. So he's credited with a single in that at bat, but thrown out trying to make it a double. Throw over keeps Rainey close to first.
Showing bunt.
Nation showing bunt. Squares up. I think he's gonna pull it back. Nope. Oh, and that ball goes wide, so Rainey is able to move over to second on the steal, which puts a runner in scoring position for the Eagles now with nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Score is tied 1-1. 4 hits for both teams, no errors for either team. Should be 5 hits for Eastview though. Squares the bunt again, that one goes outside. 2-0 count to Andrew Nations.
Well, that dugout is making some noise now. And I didn't even turn it up.
It's good to be young. Nation squares up the bunt again. First baseman moves in really close, and he lays a bunt down the third base line, and it just starts to roll foul. So a little exciting, but that excitement turned into nothing. Strike 1 for Andrew Nations. Counts 2-1 for Nations. Jackson Rainey standing at second after the hit, or the base on balls, and then stole second to put him into scoring position. McKinnon Thorpe on the mound for the Patriots. Thorpe gets a sign, checks on Rainey at second, and deals. And that is ball 3.
Really,
Nations.
Really good at bat for Andrew Nations.
Yeah, nobody out for Andrew as he stands in with a man in scoring position. And he thought he looked at ball 4, but he actually looked at the wrong shelf because that was on the shelf of strike 2. Full count to Andrew Nations. Jackson Rainey on second. Nobody out for the Eagles in the 6th, top of the 6th. Thorpe looks in. Nations calls time. Didn't like how long that pitch was taking, so he wants to reset.
I think that's good. You know, full count, no outs. This is a pressure situation because, this is such a big game for Georgetown.
Little slap to the right side. He may double him up at second. Rainey came too far off the bag. He didn't think the third baseman was going to be able to make that play. But David Brown, the senior third baseman, made a diving catch and was able to double up Rainey at second. So he's thrown out at second.
Just like that, you got a man in scoring position, and now you've got 2 outs and nobody aboard. That's a big momentum swing for Eastview. So now let's get a 2-out rally going.
So that bat starts with nobody out and a runner on second. Now there are 2 outs, nobody on for the Eagles. Stepping in now is Hayden Grooms.
And he's hit by pitch.
And that one's hit by pitch. So Grooms goes down to first base. And now stepping in is David Fluitt, number 12, first baseman for the Eagles. Georgetown trying to break this deadlock.
Oh,
that one gets past. The catcher goes all the way back and then bounces right back to him. You can see he's frustrated. Grooms is able to move to second on the pass ball, or the wild pitch.
almost looked like it was going to hit the batter.
Fluitt drives that one down the left field line, but that's going to go foul. Harmless goes over the fence. Count is 1-1 now for David. That one tight inside for ball two.
Trying to throw some heat, and it just slipped up high.
It did. You got to give a shout out here because our buddy Noah Boris listening in. It's good to hear from Noah. Appreciate you joining us, and all our other listeners. Austin Graham's here at the game, but he's watching on YouTube too, so he's messaging as well. One of our sponsors throughout football season.
His dad's here.
Count is 3-1 to David Fluitt at the plate. Grooms is at second. And that is called strike two. Fluitt dropped the bat and had convinced himself that that was a ball. But the umpire showed him the error of his ways, brings him back. Full count now. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Runner on second for the Eagles. The score is tied 1-1.
They respectfully disagree.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the umpire has the final say.
Yep.
Grooms dancing around on second. Thorpe's pitch is driven into just over second base, and a great, oh no, he didn't make the throw. Now there's a rundown. Everybody thought he made that catch.
Run down on Coach Vieira's not happy about what he saw.
Yeah, because I think Coach Vieira said that the home plate umpire called it an out. Grooms came around third and thought the out had been made. I think Coach Vieira thought the home plate umpire had made the call of out. So he was easily thrown out. So Fluitt makes the last out. That's the last out for the Eagles here. 1 run, 5 hits for the Eagles, 1 run, 4 hits for the Patriots. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We will return for the remainder of this game. We'll be back shortly. And we welcome you back here for the bottom of the 6th inning here at Patriot Field. Score is tied 1-1. Eastview coming to bat. And that pitch is inside for ball 1 to Josh O'Malley, leading off the 6th inning for the Patriots. His last at-bat, he went down swinging, big swing in his last at-bat, but came up empty. Fouls that one back, evens the count at 1-1.
A race to pick up the foul ball.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Number 4, number 5. Little competition.
Who got it?
Georgetown. Number fouled off.
Riley throws a fastball, and that's fouled straight back. Hits the wall right below our feet. 1-2 count on O'Malley. If Eastview can pull out this win, it'll be a big win for them in their hunt for a playoff spot. Georgetown can clinch district, or at least a share of the district title tonight. They have the tiebreaker on second place team, so. But you just want to hoist that trophy alone.
Right.
1-2 is the count on Josh O'Malley. Big breaking pitch. He's able to just knock that one foul and stay alive on a good breaking pitch by Riley Leininger.
Number 4 is getting a workout.
Yeah, he is.
Brant Eastman.
Good to be young.
Yeah. He's doing work tonight.
Leininger's fastball's fouled straight back. Count stays at 1-2. First batter for the Patriots here in the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th.
Did you get a souvenir in the back of your truck?
Did I?
I don't know.
Uh-uh. I got a cover on it, so
No, okay.
it rolled off probably. I thought I parked far enough away. Leininger's breaking pitch is fouled to the right side, out of play.
Brant Eastman's going to have to bring some more balls in. Oh, no. Number 5 got it from Eastview. Oh, I got the names backwards.
Counts 1-2, but that is the 6th pitch of this at bat. Pullen's doing a good job, or O'Malley doing a good job of staying alive. Dribbles that one back to Leininger, and he is able to underhand it to first base for the first out of the inning.
Now batting second baseman number 3.
That one goes 1-3 for the first out. Now stepping in is number 3, Mason Pullen. Mason's the second baseman for Eastview. Pullen's last at bat, he went down looking on a nasty breaking pitch by Leininger. Leininger throws a fastball, it's a little bit inside, looked a little bit low, but it's called first strike. Umpire behind the plate has been pretty consistent tonight, so haven't disagreed with very many of his calls. And that one, catcher had to go up the ladder to get that one. Leininger throws another fastball, but that one's outside, so that brings the count to 2-1 on Mason Pullen.
Tell you what, it's every bit of 90% humidity right now.
Yeah. Thankfully, the temperature is nice and cool, and that breeze is nice and cool, because if it were warm, it would be nasty.
74 degrees.
Pullen thought about swinging, but doesn't. Counts 3-1 now for Pullen. Hitter's pitch. Hitter's count here for Pullen at 3-1. Nobody on. One out here in the bottom of the 6th with Eastview at bat. Leininger's offering is right down the heart of the plate. Brings the count full for a called strike 2. Pullen was trying to go door-to-door salesman there for that 4th ball, but wasn't buying. Fastball's a little in on the hands of Pullen, but he's able to foul it off and stay alive. Leininger on the first base side of the rubber. Pitching to the left-handed batter. Another fastball, throws it right past Pullen for a beautiful swinging strike. And that's the 2nd out of the inning for Eastview. Stepping in now is Logan Niederhauser, the right fielder, number 5. He was able to get on base in the 4th inning with a walk. Leininger's fastball rises high. That's ball 1. Now my mom's listening.
All right.
Hi, Mom. Oh, that one's inside. Ball 2. 2 out, nobody on for Eastview. Logan Niederhauser at the plate. 2-0 count to Niederhauser. Leininger's fastball is in there for a called strike. Brings the count to 2-1. Leininger rocks and deals. Breaking pitch. Called strike 2.
That froze him right there. He couldn't move.
Yeah, there's been a couple of pitches that Riley has thrown here in the last couple of innings where I started to think he might be getting tired, and then he throws something nasty like that. Unless you know he still got some. Oh! The appeal down to first, and he said he didn't go. The folks in red here are wiping their brows in Thanksgiving, and the folks in blue are questioning some of his heritage. Leininger fires fastball and swinging strike by Niederhauser, and that brings the inning to a close. So the Eagles are able to get out of the inning. No runs, no hits for Eastview, and our score stays tied as we go to the 7th inning, 1-1. We'll be back with more Georgetown Eagle baseball here in just a minute. And we welcome you back to Georgetown Eagle Baseball here on the SHN Sports Network. I'm Kelly DeVoll. Sitting next to me is David England. Got it right that time. Luke Holly stepping in to lead off the inning here in the top of the 7th inning for the Eagles. Got a single in his first at-bat in the 3rd inning. Flew out to right field in the 2nd inning. And actually, Luke Holly is the only run that has scored for the Eagles. But Holly takes the first pitch from McKinnon Thorpe, who's still on the hill for Eastview for a ball. That one, breaking pitch, comes in there for the first strike, brings the count to 1-1.
Yeah, this is a big, big inning right now for Georgetown. We really want to take this, the first game of this series, if we can.
Called strike 2 on Luke Holly. Thorpe offers, and that was a very weak effort by the catcher. But brings the count 2-2. Holly comes set, Thorpe comes set. And the pitch is well outside for ball 3, brings the count full. Holly, the first batter in this inning for the Eagles, trying to get something going to break this tie here in the 7th inning. He swings and misses at a pitch. Nice pitch by Thorpe. For the first out of the inning, coming to the plate now, leadoff hitter, Devin Peterson. Second batter for the Eagles in this inning.
Let's see what the top of the order can do for Georgetown here. Make something happen.
Thorpe's breaking pitch comes into the inside corner for a called strike. Peterson just watches that one go by. 0-1 is the count. Thorpe's second pitch, a fastball, misses well low. 1-1 count. 1-1's your score. 1 out.
Right off the
breaking pitch is fouled off right into the chiclets of the catcher. for strike 2. That gets that old dental work moving in there when you get one of those.
Well, we've got Dr. Mandy Holly here. She can assist with that.
There you go.
Dentist in the house.
We appreciate everybody joining us on this broadcast. You've heard some of our sponsors' spots throughout the day. We would ask that anybody here in Georgetown, we appreciate their sponsorships, and if you can use their services, please give them some consideration and show them some appreciation for their sponsorship to keep these games free. Peterson drives that ball to the second baseman, and he comes up, doesn't even attempt to throw to first, and I don't know what he's confused about. There's some issue here. Oh, maybe checking the ball. It sounded strange coming off the bat. But that's an infield hit for Peterson, which brings up Talon Ball. Second hitter for the Eagles. Wearing number 2. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Score is tied 1-1. That's the 6th hit for the Eagles in the game tonight. Quick throw over to first, not in time. Peterson's able to dive back. Peterson takes another lead off of first. Thorpe checks him. And the pitch. Runner takes off. Peterson slides into second base. That ball is well overthrown, but the center fielder did a good job of backing up that throw, so he's only able to get the second, but he gets the second. Peterson gets there on the steal.
The crowd's asking for a new ball because the Eastview pitcher was questioning something on the ball, and so the Georgetown crowd is trying to holler for a new ball.
Second base umpire was looking at it after, but put it back in play. Big cut by Ball, but he comes up short. Brings the count to 1-1. Runner in scoring position is Jordan. I keep wanting to say Jordan Peterson. Devin Peterson. 1 out in the inning for the Eagles. And Ball awaits the pitch. Breaking pitch misses outside. 2-1's the count. Thorpe checks the runner, comes set, and deals. That fastball misses outside. 3-1 to Talon Ball.
Just a lot of patience right here for Talon.
Talon's taking his time, getting set on these pitches. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss. And that brings the count full for Ball. Base hit could score a run if it's deep enough. Breaking pitch right across the plate. Ball watches it goes by for the strikeout looking. And that's the second out of the inning for the Eagles.
Now batting the pitcher, number 21,
Riley Leininger comes up trying to break this tie here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning.
They're going to walk him.
Intentional walk for Leininger.
I believe Leininger's committed to OU. They don't want to pitch to him.
Now batting the catcher, number 16, Reese Herrera.
So stepping in, Reese Herrera. Runners on first and second. The runner at second is Devin Peterson. The runner at first is Riley Leininger. Now it's a substitute runner, courtesy runner, Lou Tate Ritchie, junior infielder and one of the pitchers for the Eagles. Leininger has a seat. I assume that means he's going to come out for the 8th inning, or the bottom of the 7th inning. Thorpe's pitch misses just low to Reese Herrera. 1-0 count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Score is tied 1-1. Breaking pitch right across the heart of the plate for strike one.
Are you more nervous than a ring-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs?
Heard that somewhere before. 1-1 to Herrera, and he fouls that one back. Brings the count to 1-2. 2 out, 2 on for the Eagles. 2 strikes to Herrera, 1 ball. Reese trying to get something going for the Eagles here and break this tie.
Watch
Hard
out,
hit, but foul.
That's some quick moves by Coach Vera over there, number 44.
If this game wasn't tied right now, I may take my headset off and harass him a little bit, but showing some agility out there, a little nimbly-bimbly in that third base box. That ball fouled off. 1-2 is the count, and that breaking pitch just missed, and you hear the Eastview crowd not happy about that.
Adding to the drama of this crosstown rivalry, deuces across the board. Good grief, top of the 7th.
Battle of the San Gabriel here is a great ball game tonight. Great atmosphere.
He called it strike.
No, he.
What happened there?
They're probably talking to see if he didn't get out of the way, didn't make an effort to have that ball miss him.
Oh, he got hit.
Yeah, it was a hit by pitch, loaded the bases. I thought they might say he didn't make an effort to get out of the way of the pitch, but home plate umpire said he did. They can converge with the second base umpire, and
they're going to have a conversation.
Now the bases are loaded.
So we'll listen to some good music here while we let you watch the action here on the field and the discussions and stuff. We'll get our crowd fired up.
Let's analyze this a little bit. This is we said at the beginning of the broadcast, this is a big game for both these teams.
Yeah.
Eastview is fighting for a playoff spot, and they're in a deadlock at 6-4 in third place in the district. So they can't afford too many more losses to keep their playoff hopes alive. Georgetown is 10-0 in district. They are looking to clinch the district title tonight. By the math of it, it could technically be a shared district title, but Georgetown would have to drop a couple of games. But 10-0, they're at the top of the district, win tonight, and assure themselves of at least a share of the district title. That pitch by Thorpe is low and inside for ball one. To Jackson Rainey, who steps in. That pitch well outside. Tried the breaking pitch on the outside part of the plate, but missed badly. 2-0 is the count. Bases are loaded with Eagles. A walk right here would bring in the go-ahead run. Base hit will do the same. That's a called strike. Brings the count to 2-1. Rainey can break this tie with a walk or a base hit. Pops it up to the left side. Looks playable, but the left fielder is hustling. And makes the catch, diving catch. The fly out by Rainey to left field, which leaves this game tied. So as we go to the bottom of the 7th, Eastview comes up with a chance for a walk-off win. If they can produce some runners, we will be back with the excitement in just a few minutes. This is Georgetown Eagle Baseball on the SHN Sports Network. And we welcome you back to Georgetown Eagle Baseball. New pitcher on the hill for the Eagles. Number 1, Cooper Ashby, the senior right-hander. Replaces Leiniger. Leiniger allowed 1 run on 4 hits. Good outing for Riley. Now Cooper Ashby trying to keep this game tied and send it into extra innings. Stepping in for Eastview now is number 14, Asher Kirchhoff for Eastview, and he looks at ball 1 on the first pitch. That one just outside for ball 2. Ashby winds and delivers. Kind of a sidearm throw comes in there, but hacked that and fouled off by Kirchhoff. And that's strike 1. Score is tied here in the 7th inning. 1-1. Kirchhoff fouls that one straight back. Eastview has only beaten Georgetown twice in their history. Once here, once over at Georgetown Stadium. So they are looking for their 3rd win against the Eagles, and they can do that here with a run in this inning and walk this one off. But Cooper Ashby trying to keep that from happening.
You know, you're facing your crosstown rival, but you're also facing a previous 5A state champ, and they've made 3 trips to the Dell Diamond. So it's, you know, you always, when Georgetown comes to your ball field, you always want to show out and do really well.
Umpire stop and play. Hitter in the on-deck circle had a baseball laying right by him. Umpire asked him to pick it up. Smart move. That one is driven to shortstop on a rope, but caught for the out.
Good job.
And that's the first out of the inning.
I believe that was Luke Hawley out there catch that one. Straight to him.
Stepping in is number 1, Ronnie Goldman, the left fielder. And that pitch looked close, but it is called the ball to Goldman. Cooper Ashby on the mound for the Eagles in relief for Riley Leiniger. Cooper's offering that one, catches the corner, evens the count at 1-1. Way outside for ball 2. 2-1's count. For Goldman, no runners on. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning for Eastview. Really good ball game tonight. And that is ball 3. Cooper Ashby kind of has a almost sidearm motion. Doesn't quite go full sidearm. Doesn't quite come over the top. And that pitch is fouled off. Full count to Ronnie Goldman.
Definitely a different style of pitching.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And just a change of throwing motion, the hitters see something a little bit different. And that was an excuse me swinging strike. Almost kind of a bailout strike there, but that's the 2nd out of the inning for the Eagles. Stepping in now is the leadoff hitter, David Brown, number 6.
It's just fascinating watching Coach Vieira, you know, how he manages these games, and you know, he's putting a different pitcher in at the right time, and it's neat to see what he does with his pitching staff.
Both these pitching staffs have done well tonight, too. First pitch to Brown. Tried a little drag bunt almost, but it goes foul down the third baseline. Strike 1.
We appreciate it. That's 2 strikes away from going extra innings.
I should have eaten before I came. Brown steps it back in. Cooper Ashby looking at him from the hill. Offers up the 2nd pitch to him, but that one hits the dirt in the left-hand batter's box for ball 1. And the race to the ball. Cord Lawrence able to beat the Eastview player to the ball. A little chop foul goes straight back.
It was kind
Strike
of
2.
It was almost like he couldn't decide what he wanted to do there. I don't know if that was an intentional, like trying to bunt kind of, or.
I think he got fooled and put the bat out a little too far for that foul. Cooper's pitch, tried the outside corner and missed. 2-2. That ball slapped to second base, easily scooped, throw over to first, and Brown is out on the ground out to the second baseman. And that brings us to the close of the 7th inning, so free extra baseball for you folks. We're going to extra innings here at Patriot Field. Our score is tied 1-1 going into the 8th inning. We'll be back with more Georgetown baseball in just a few minutes.
Sorry.
And we welcome you back to Georgetown Eagle Baseball here on the SHN Sports Network, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting. I'm Kelly DeVoll. Sitting alongside me is David England. Wally Harmon, the real play-by-play guy, is actually at the beach right now, so hope you're having a good trip, Wally. We got a new pitcher on the hill for Eastview Patriots, number 15, Malachi Tristan. Malachi Tristan is a sophomore pitcher who's coming in to try to shut down Georgetown and get to the bottom of the 8th with a tie ball game. Stepping in for the Eagles is number 10, Andrew Nations.
It's kind of exactly what you expect this crosstown rivalry to be, full of drama, 1-1 going to extra innings.
Nations comes to this at bat 1 for 3 with a single. He's thrown out trying to extend that to a double unsuccessfully. Then a strikeout and a fly out. And that's ball 1 to Nations. Counts 1-1. Malachi Tristan, the new pitcher. That all-speed pitch misses way high. Ball 2.
So with a new pitcher, you just kind of want to sit back, unless it's something obvious. You're just going to sit back and kind of see what he's going to throw at you. And being a sophomore,
got a piece of that, but back to the catcher. Strike 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Nation's trying to get on base and get something going for the Eagles.
catcher give him a little pep talk.
Big breaking pitch, but it doesn't break near enough, so full count to Nations. With nobody out, first batter of the inning for the Eagles. And he walks Nations on 6 pitches. First batter that Malachi Tristan has faced. And he walks him to put the leadoff hitter for the Eagles on base. Now stepping in is number 7, Hayden Grooms. Designated hitter tonight. Right-handed hitter. He had a fly out to right field in the first inning. Then a single in the fourth inning, and actually in the 6th inning was hit by pitch. First pitch to him is fouled off. Had a little hit and run on there.
Just check with Wally. He said this is the first extra innings in district this year for your Eagles.
Oh, wow.
There have been a lot of games that have been run ruled and whatnot. So most of the games, and this is good. I mean, I would say this is good going into the playoffs because you're going to see better quality opponents. And you don't want to run rule everybody. You want to have some tough games that challenge you and go extra innings. And
this is only the second time in 21 games that these two teams have gone to extra innings. First game that went to extra innings ended with a Georgetown victory 3-2 over Eastview, but that was back in 2015.
goodness.
I love it when Wally gives me stats.
All right. Appreciate that.
That was harmonics right there.
Not Bidenomics.
Harmonics?
Harmonic?
It's something.
Yeah.
Something stupid. Nation's leading off. Gets a good lead over at first. Tristan steps off. Sends him back to first. Grooms squared up like he was going to bunt. We'll see if he tries to bunt over Nations into scoring position. Runs are at a premium tonight. He does square up. Third baseman comes in, try to deal with that. Nations on the move. The throw down in time. And Nations is out at second. Caught stealing on a really good throw by the catcher.
Showing 1-1 is the count.
So no base runners now for Grooms. He looks at a 1-1 count, 1 out. Score tied 1-1. Lots of ones on the board.
He would have had second base right there.
Too bad that one.
Oh, goodness.
Tristan throws ball 2
Gets past the
to
catcher.
Grooms. Want to remind you, Friday night, 7 o'clock, Eagle Field, Georgetown and Eastview square off again in District 23 5A play. Oh, and a ball driven out to center, but the center field was playing it perfectly. Grooms flies out to center
First baseman number 12.
for the second out of the inning. Now stepping in, David Fluitt, first baseman for Georgetown, wearing number 12. Fly out in the second inning. Grounded into a double play in the fourth inning. In the sixth inning, had a single. And now trying to do some damage here in the eighth. 2 out, nobody on. 1-0 count. And that's a called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. That was just outside for ball 2. David, at the beginning of the game, we thought we might see some potential home runs to left field, but a couple of them hit deep, but there haven't been a lot of balls hit really hard tonight by either team.
No.
Slaps that right back to the catcher, or to the pitcher. Makes the throw over to first, and that sends us to the bottom of the eighth inning here at Patriot Field. So our score is 1-1 going to the bottom of the eighth, first extra inning. Eastview coming to bat. In just a few minutes, we'll be back here on the SHN Sports Network. We welcome you back to Free Extra Baseball here, District 23 5A showdown between the Georgetown Eagles and the Eastview Patriots. And we do want to remind you that the Eagle Coaches Show will happen Thursday at 7 p.m. at Mesquite Creek Outfitters. Fine host of the Coaches Show. Eagle Baseball Coaches Show. That's Thursday. Every Thursday at 7 o'clock. Live here on YouTube, or even better, show up to the Coaches Show there. Stepping in now for Eastview is number 2, Ryan Pullen. He swings at the first offering. And the play is made by Cooper Ashby in his second inning of work. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th for Georgetown, or for Eastview. Now stepping in is Patrick Reyes.
Beautiful.
Nope. Not Patrick Reyes. Cooper Ashby.
15.
Not Cooper Ashby.
No.
I'm missing Malachi Tristan, the pitcher.
Just outside for ball 1.
Looks at that second pitch. Evens the count, 1-1.
The way his delivery is, it's designed, it almost looks like to be thrown outside, thrown away. And I wonder if he did that because their first pitcher was throwing so much in the strike zone, the batters are used to hitting, and now he's trying to get them to swing away at something that they're not going to be able to hit.
That was Cooper Ashby's attacking that outside corner for strike 2.
I should probably stick to weather.
I didn't say anything. Count's full of Tristan. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Tristan fouls that one back. Out the right side, out of the park. Stays alive here for the Patriots. Ashby gets the sign and deals.
Oh, that hit him. They're saying he's out.
All right, so he swung at the pitch. The pitch hit him. Initially, they said it's a hit by pitch, but when he swings like that and it hits him, then that is an out. So it's a swinging strikeout for Tristan. Now stepping in is Daniel Boyer, number 8. And that first pitch to Boyer is a ball. That one way outside for ball 2. Last Saturday was Veterans Appreciation Day, and Georgetown put on a really nice ceremony for the veterans in the crowd. Tonight is umpires night because apparently this stadium is filled with umpires that have been helping this guy all night. That pitch in there for a strike looking.
I think Wally's going to clip that one too. We're going to have the blooper reel at the end of the year.
And a swinging third strike
Second.
for the. Oh, I thought that was. I'm so confused by that last at bat.
2-2 count, 2 outs.
Yeah, folks, don't worry. Wally will be back Friday. Relax. And the count now comes full with ball 3. Boyer struck out in the second inning. Ground out in the third inning. And a strikeout in the 5th. Fouls that one back.
About 5 foot off your truck.
Trying to hit my truck. Count still full. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning for Eastview. Score still tied 1-1.
Yeah.
He's trying to hit my truck continually. And I'll be madder than just a little bit if he does.
Full count, 2 outs.
I know. Ooh, and that one hits the batter.
Oh, goodness.
That did not feel good. So Daniel Boyer is hit by pitch with a full count. And Eastview has a runner on bases now with 2 outs in this inning.
Man, most of his pitches when they're wild, they're going to the outside, you know, and that one goes to the inside and hits the batter. Goodness.
Stepping in now is Josh O'Malley, number 10 for Eastview. He's got a runner on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Really good ball game tonight. A lot of fun being here. Glad to be here. Glad to have all you folks listening on YouTube. Cooper Ashby's pitch, off-speed pitch, misses outside for ball 1 to O'Malley. Throw over and the runner's back. Trying to keep him close, trying to not let him steal easily, get into scoring position. Ashby checks a runner, throws over. Steps back onto the bag safely. 1-0 count. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. That one's popped to the right side, up against the net. 1-1 count. O'Malley is 0 for 3 tonight. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Another throw over to first. Eastview Patriot dugout really enjoys that. 1-1 count to O'Malley. 2 outs, runner on first. Fly ball to right center field. And the catch is made there for the 3rd out of the inning. So we get even more extra baseball. We will go to the 9th when we return here on SHN Sports Network. This is First Responder Broadcasting bringing you Georgetown Eagle Baseball here on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. And we welcome you back. More Georgetown Eagle Baseball here on the SHN Sports Network, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting and all of our sponsors. We appreciate all of them helping keep these broadcasts free for you, and we appreciate that very much. Malachi Tristan still on the mound for Eastview. Stepping in now is number 6, Luke Holly, to lead off the 9th inning. Here in this very exciting, really fun high school baseball game here in beautiful Central Texas, and we are proud to be a part of it.
2 hours and 22 minutes into the game. Tristan's first pitch is a little bit high, ball 1.
I'm going to have to talk to the umpire if we go past this because I'm out of spaces. Tristan Roxon fires a fastball on the inside corner of the plate for strike one. Count is 1-1 on Luke Holly, the third baseman for the Georgetown Eagles. Luke struck out in his last at-bat. I thought that was going to hit him, and it came inside, but the umpire calls it a strike. Counts 1-2 on Holly. First batter in the inning, ninth inning for Georgetown.
Luke is also the bottom of the lineup. Up next is Devin Peterson.
Catcher was, that ball hit the catcher right in the mid, but he was lined up outside of the strike zone. You can see that from our vantage point, so it was a good call, but sometimes that'll fool the umpires too. But that was ball two. Counts 2-2 to Luke Holly. In the on-deck circle is Devin Peterson, leadoff hitter for the Eagles. Tristan Roxon fires, and that one is shot foul left side of the, down the third baseline. Count stays at 2-2. Tristan's offering is high for ball three, brings count full.
Good at bat for Luke.
Luke is trying to get something going here in the ninth inning. Have not been. Runs are at a premium tonight. And a swinging strikeout for Luke Holly. Good pitch by Tristan. I think he fooled him a little bit. Came in with a changeup. Luke may have been looking for a fastball, and he was way ahead of it. So he's down on a swinging strike. Stepping in now is Devin Peterson, number 17.
All right, back to the top of the lineup. Ninth inning. Goodness.
Breaking pitch misses. Ball one. Didn't miss by much, though. That one slightly outside, ball two.
That catcher tried, but that was definitely in the batter's box.
Malachi Tristan is in his second inning of work. He's the third pitcher that Eastview has put on the hill tonight. And his next pitch is up high for ball three.
Just a sophomore. No pressure.
None. 3-0 count to Devin Peterson. One out here in the top of the ninth. And that one's right down the heart of the plate for strike one. At this point in the game, you got 3-0 count. You're not looking to hit something, and now you still got an extra strike that you can make sure it's something that you want to hit.
Right. Or hit you.
Or you could rely on the buttocks. And that's what does. Hit by pitch. Sends Devin Peterson down to first base. So a runner on first, one out here in the top of the ninth inning. Stepping in now for Georgetown is Talon Ball.
Goodness, what a game.
Talon a single in the first inning. Sacrifice fly in the third inning, and in the fifth inning, a single, and then advanced the second on a steal. Devin Peterson at first. Tristan checks on him, turns and fires real quick. Close throw over there, but not able to put the tag down in time. And Devin Peterson's back into the bag safely. Ball steps back in, is ready now. Tristan checks the runner. Gets the sign that he wants. And that pitch is high. Ball two. Ball one.
Yeah. The first ball was over there at the first base.
Can't be too many more of these, folks, so just stick with me a little longer. Oh, and a good breaking pitch comes across for strike one. Nice breaking pitch.
Get Kelly DeVoll and Upper Day for extra innings. I mean, what a treat.
I could sure use a treat like a smoothie or a
Blizzard.
Sonic Blast or a Blizzard or something. I'm hungry. Throw over to first sends a Devin Peterson slide diving back into the bag, but he's back in plenty of time. 1-1 count, 1 out here in the top of the ninth for Georgetown. Peterson is a runner on first at the plate. Talon ball. Throw back over to first. Both those throws have been pretty close at first. That makes Devin take one less step towards second. You would expect he would be off and running at some point in this at-bat. That was outside for ball 2. 2-1 to count to ball. Tristan tried a curveball, but
And catcher was expecting it too because he was already up out of his stance, and it looked like the pitch was kind of designed to, if they were expecting Devin to run on that one, they threw up high and thinking he was going to throw to second base, but not that time.
Tristan looks in and fires. And that one's slightly inside for ball 4. So a base on balls by Ball. Now has Devin Peterson at second base, Ball at first base, 1 out. And here comes Riley Leininger.
Will he get to hit?
Yeah. With 1 out, I would be stunned if they gave him an intentional walk. You can't do that at this point because then a pass ball gives Georgetown the lead. Runners at first and second, 1 out here in the top of the ninth for Georgetown. Riley Leininger stepping in the left side. And that pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1.
Man, there's so much room out there between, if he hit it right to that light ballast out there in right center field.
Tristan second pitch to Leininger is a ball. Up high. Leininger steps back in, gets ready. Malachi Tristan, the sophomore pitcher for Eastview on the hill. Been throwing really well in his work tonight. That's ball 2 to Leininger. You wonder at this point, you see some of those pitches that are well outside the strike zone. Doesn't look like the breaking pitch is working so well right now. We'll see if Tristan can get that breaking pitch back to the strike zone. Fastball fouled back by Leininger for strike 2. Counts even at 2-2. 1 out. 2 runners on. Scores tied 1-1 here in the top of the ninth.
Just a Texas leaguer, maybe something.
That was well outside, brings the count full.
I mean, appreciate that.
Full count to Leininger. Runners on first and second. Eagles trying to break this deadlock that's been here since the 3rd inning.
You got to give it credit to the Eastview pitching staff. I mean, they've been doing a good job to this point.
Leininger swings at the low fastball and misses for the 2nd out of the inning. Coming to the plate, Reese Herrera, number 16. Reese has got an opportunity to drive in a go-ahead run here if he can get a base hit. Shortstop's coming in to have a little chat with Malachi Tristan.
I mean, they've been, both teams have been leaving runners stranded all night, just really struggling to be able to plate runs. And, it's crazy.
If Wally was here, he could tell us how many have been left. And if I had about 20 minutes, I could decipher this scratch on this sheet and maybe tell you. But I cannot tell you there have been multiple runners left on the bases by both teams, like Dave said. Tristan steps off the back of the rubber and turns towards second, but doesn't try a throw.
The guys on base have to be very, very careful that they don't, mess up, get out on something silly. You know, focus on.
Shot foul down the right side line, right field line. Reese will reset. And we'll do this again. Counts 0-1. Yeah, you keep waiting for one of these teams to blink tonight. Neither has.
Yeah, you feel like somebody's got to make a mistake.
Defense has been sure. No errors in the game tonight. That one slapped down the first base line. Foul.
All right, come on.
0-2 count.
2 outs. You can hear the crowd there. It's full of drama right here, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, the folks that came out tonight seeing a great ball game.
And the 75 that are listening or watching. All right.
That pitch misses. Brings the count to 1-2 for Herrera. Again, Devin Peterson's at second. Talon Ball is the runner at first. 2 outs. Breaking pitch misses, gets by, and both the runners are going to move up. Now there's a runner at third, runner at second. 2 runners now in scoring position on the pass ball.
Good deal. Got a little bit of momentum shifting towards Georgetown's side. Let's see if they can capitalize it on it.
And you know, as a hitter, Reese wants to really produce here and be a hero, but you still got to wait for a pitch that you can hit.
Right.
Something you can put in play and make the defense step up.
Watch for that off-speed pitch. He's been getting our guys on that a little bit.
Tristan comes set. And the pitch. Fouled straight back. That was a pitch to hit right there. Reese is upset with himself because he had a pitch to drive there and just missed it. But stays alive. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. 2 runners on. Second and third. Oh, and that was a good pitch to get out of that jam. So Eastview is able to get out of a bind. Georgetown leaves 2 runners on base here in the top of the ninth. We'll come back for the bottom of the ninth with Eastview coming to bat. We'll be back here on the SHN Sports Network in just a few minutes. Thanks for joining us, folks. And we welcome you back. Georgetown Eagle Baseball here. We are in the 9th inning, which you don't say a lot in high school baseball, but 1-1 deadlock here. It's been tied like that since the 3rd inning. Eastview able to score a run in the 2nd inning. Georgetown answers it in the 3rd inning, and nothing on the board since then. 1 run, 6 hits for the Eagles. 1 run, 4 hits for the Patriots. No errors by either team. It's been a really clean game, really well-pitched game for both teams. Cooper Ashby still on the mound for Georgetown. Coming to bat is Mason Pullen, number 3. Georgetown has left 14 runners on base tonight. Eastview has left 11 on base tonight. So both these teams have had some opportunities. They just haven't been able to cash in on those opportunities. And somebody's going to come away from this game with some regrets about that.
Yeah, well, I hope we can just lock this down right here.
Bottom of the 9th. Cooper Ashby's first pitch in the bottom of the 9th is high for ball 1 to Mason Pullen. That's a called strike on the inside corner. 1-1. Oh, and that one's on the inside corner as well. That's strike 2.
That was a beauty.
He thought about pulling the trigger, just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And Cooper Ashby gets the swinging strikeout for the first out of the bottom of the 9th. Now stepping in for Eastview is going to be number 5, Logan Niederhauser. Logan struck out in his last at-bat in the 6th inning. Now he faces Cooper Ashby. Squares the bunt, tries the surprise bunt, trying to bunt for a base hit, but it is hit foul. Strike 1.
Outside.
That one's outside for ball 1. Counts even at 1-1. Breaking pitch misses outside as well. Ball 2. 2-1 to count on Niederhauser. 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th for Eastview. That pitch is outside for ball 3. Wally let us know Cooper Ashby is committed to Redlands Community College in El Reno, Oklahoma. So he'll be continuing his baseball career after graduation. 3-1 count to Niederhauser, and he walked. Oh, they call it a strike. I thought that one was outside too, but I was wrong. We were all wrong. Full count to Niederhauser. With 1 out, no runners on. He dropped that bat and took off down the first base line, and he too had to return to sender. That one glanced off of Niederhauser, so he is hit by pitch, and he moves down to first base. So the Patriots have something working here in the 9th inning. Man, that speaker is loud.
God, I know it.
Cooper Ashby comes set. 1 out here in the inning. Runner on first base, and that pitch misses outside for ball 1. Asher Kirchhoff is the batter for the Patriots. Asher can do some damage here. He's got a runner on first. And that pitch is outside, ball 2. We haven't had any visits to the mound yet by Coach Vieira. He's being really patient with his pitchers. There's been a couple of times where Riley struggled a little bit, got out of it. Now Cooper Ashby not able to hit the strike zone yet on this batter. That one's in almost the exact same spot as the previous 2, but that's a ball as well. Ball 3. 3-0 count to Kirchhoff. Niederhauser is on first for the Patriots. And the first strike thrown to Kirchhoff. 3-1 count. Cooper checks the runner and comes set. The fastball is fouled out of play, and that brings us to a full count.
Just like that, he gets out of it. Or, well, it gets better. It's not out of it yet.
Not out of it yet. 1 out, runner on first. Full count to Kirchhoff at the plate. Cooper Ashby on the mound trying to get out of a little jam here. And that one's fouled straight back.
Won't need to get a haircut tomorrow morning.
I know. I'm appreciative of whoever invented this lobster net. That's protecting us. Well, that ball is driven deep. Center fielder's able to range over. They may have a chance to get the out at first. And a double play. What a tremendous play by the center fielder to make the catch. The runner went too far past second base and wasn't able to get back. What a play, and that ends the inning for the Patriots. Wow, what a ball game, folks. If you love baseball, this is the place to be because you're missing the gym in person, and I love being at the ballpark. But that ends the 9th inning. We go to the 10th whenever we return. The score is tied 1-1. We'll be back with more Georgetown baseball in just a few minutes. And we welcome you back to this gem of a high school baseball game in District 23 5A. Tied 1-1 going to the top of the 10th inning. A tremendous play in center field to get the double play, throwing the runner out back at first. Runner went too far past second base and could not get back in time. So that brings us to the 10th inning of baseball, and leading off this 10th inning for the Georgetown Eagles is number 10, Andrew Nations. Oh, I'm sorry, number 11. I'm looking at the wrong line. Jackson Rainey. Jackson knocks that ball just back to the pitcher, and he's able to get over and make the play at first. One pitch, one out for Jackson Rainey, and that will bring up Andrew Nations.
Andrew Nations.
What a game. Just what a classic.
In the 8th inning, Nations reached first base on a base on balls, and now he's trying to get a runner on here in the top of the 10th inning, and that's not something that you say a whole lot in high school baseball.
Yeah, no. This is just one of those rivalry games that, like, who is going to make the next?
It's a called strike.
Who's going to make the next mistake, you know, and goodness.
Breaking pitch breaks across the plate for strike 2. Some of the Eagle fans aren't happy about that call, but my angle, I can't see that corner of the plate very well. That one's inside. Nations backs away from it. And that is a ball.
Still a little bit of wind tonight. You know, it's 92% humidity now. It's just sticky. Feels like we're at the coast.
2-2. 2-2 for Andrew Nations. He drives that one down the left field line, but it is bending, and it bends foul, just foul. That would have been a double if it would have stayed fair.
Right, absolutely. It probably a stand-up double.
It was not hit hard. That left fielder had a ways to run.
I think they've had enough time with this Eastview pitcher. They're starting to see what he's throwing, and you may see the bats turn it up this inning.
We're going to see how deep these pitching staffs are as this goes too far.
Right. Well, this is Eastview's third pitcher, and Georgetown's still on their second, correct?
Yep. Folks, you're getting your money's worth tonight in this free broadcast. That one's inside now. Georgetown has a runner on board with Andrew Nations taking the walk on 8 pitches.
Well, that was the third ball, but we'll take it.
No, that was 4.
That was 4th? All
Yeah.
right. I'm going to stick to weather.
I actually had it right.
I'm going to stick to weather and fighting fire.
And spreading your emergency kitty litter. You know I couldn't let that go.
I know. Just in case.
Folks, we appreciate all our public servants, first and second responders as well. That's what happens when you get a cop and a firefighter together.
Right.
That offering is on the inside corner for a strike. Hayden Grooms is at the plate. Andrew Nations is the runner on first.
Now will Coach Vieira advance Nations? They're going to try to keep him on, but
Eastview thinks he will. Malachi Tristan still on the mound for the Patriots. Hard hit ball down the right field line, but it just goes foul right at the last second. Loud, noisy strike.
there have been so many so closest.
Grooms takes his time getting back to the plate. 0-2 count.
I mean, Eastview scored on a balk. How did we score?
Base hit.
Base hit. Just so many little close calls. There
That
you
was
go.
driven into the gap. Second baseman can make the play, but he's got no throw, so Nations gets on base with a not real hard hit ball that was hit to the right place.
Yes.
So 2 runners on for Georgetown, 1 out. Nations is able to move Rainey over to second base, and now Hayden Grooms comes in. Or nope, not Hayden Grooms. We got a pinch hitter. That's going to be Colton Crutchfield coming to hit in place of Grooms.
And we got number 24 running out to run.
Justin Soto coming on as a runner.
Appreciate all 90 folks watching in tonight. All right, let's make something happen here. So
Crutchfield steps in for his first at bat tonight. Runners on first and second for the Eagles. 1 out here in the top of the 10th inning. Dribbles that right back, trying for the double play. Throws a little bit high, but the second baseman's able to come over and make that catch. So now runners on the corner throw out at second. That was Nations who was thrown out at second base.
All right, well, it's almost like a sacrifice play right there. Almost you could have done a bunt, almost the same thing, but you now have that runner on third, and that could close us out possibly.
Crutchfield in his first at bat reaches on a fielder's choice, and now we got runners on the corner.
Let's go, Luke.
Andrew Nations is the runner at third base. Nope, he's not. Yeah, Andrew Nations. He's the runner at third. And Crutchfield just moved up on the steal. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Crutchfield at second, Nations at third. 2 outs. And Luke Holly at the plate. Oh, and he drives it into left field. That's going to score a run, at least one. Second runner's being waved home. He'll score. And a 2-out, 2-run single gives Georgetown a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 10th inning. What a great piece of hitting by Luke Holly in the 9th spot. And that gives the Eagles the lead. And the Eagle crowd loves it.
Finally.
For the Bengals out of order.
Boy, and that gives you just a little bit of breathing space if you're an Eagle fan. A lot of disappointment on that Eastview side right now, but Eastview's got the capability of doing the same thing. But 2 outs now. 2 runs in on the single by Crutchfield. Just a clutch piece of hitting by Crutchfield in that spot. He takes a good lead over at first. That pitch just inside to Luke Holly for ball 1.
You know, that was a good play by the coach, putting in a designated hitter, making something happen.
Sometimes you just need a fresh look at it. Colton Crutchfield's a junior, 6'2", 180-pound junior, and he was Crutchfield was Clutchfield.
That's the biggest play of his high school career, I think, thus far that I've seen.
Luke fouls that one back. Counts now 1-1 to Luke Holly with a runner at first. 2 outs here in the 10th. Is that who's batting?
Devin.
Oh, Devin Peterson. I'm sorry.
You good?
I'm 1 behind. Devin Peterson. That one's outside. Devin looks at ball 2. That pitch by Tristan just missed that outside corner. Ball 3, 3-1 to Devin Peterson. 2 outs. Georgetown leads 3-1 here after the 2-out single that scored 2 runs by Crutchfield. And that's ball 4, so now Georgetown still has more going. For Talon Ball as he steps in. Number 2, Talon Ball comes in up to the plate with 2 runners on, 2 outs here in the top of the 10th.
Number 2, Talon Ball.
That was Clutchfield that made that hit, but
But what?
I'll catch on break.
The ball is driven right to the shortstop. Second baseman bobbled it, but he was able to retrieve it in time. So the runner is out. Devin Peterson's out at second. Umpire said he was able to collect the ball in time, so Coach Vieira is asking him about things. So we go to the bottom of the 10th. Georgetown takes a 2-run lead after the 2-out, 2-run single by Crutchfield to give Georgetown the lead. We'll be back for the bottom of the 10th inning as Eastview comes to bat here on the SHN Sports Network, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting. Thanks for joining us so far, folks. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back to this presentation of Georgetown Eagle Baseball by First Responder Broadcasting here on the SHN Sports Network. I do got to clarify something. That was actually Luke Holly that drove in those 2 runs, not Crutchfield. But 2 big runs by Luke Holly there, which gives Georgetown a lead going into the bottom of the 10th inning. Andrew Nations comes in to pitch this inning in relief of Cooper Ashby. Nations got out quick to Ronnie Goldman with 2 quick strikes, but that pitch is low and outside for ball 1. That one fouled back. Keeps the count at 2-1. Now Eastview's got to be very particular in the pitches they swing at to try to keep base runners, try to get some base runners and keep this game going. Nations gets a breaking pitch to break across the outside corner for a called 3rd strike. Ronnie Goldman goes down looking for the first out. Now stepping up for Eastview is number 6, David Brown. Again, Andrew Nations on the mound now for Georgetown, their 3rd pitcher, so both teams have thrown 3 pitchers tonight. Andrew trying to close this one out. That breaking pitch breaks nicely right across the plate for strike 1 to Brown.
We gotta get a parent up there clapping and everybody else is following. Everybody else is jumping in on it.
Off-speed pitch is fouled back. Strike 2. And you can hear a little more energy in this Georgetown side now that they've got the 2-run lead, cheering on Nations to close this one out. That one's high and inside for ball 1. David Brown trying to keep this game going. Trying to give Eastview something to work with. That breaking pitch just missed on that outside corner. 2-2 is the count. Brown shoves that one down the first base side. And it drops harmlessly for a strike. Count stays at 2-2 with the foul ball. Nation working from the 3rd base side of the rubber. Brown drives that between first and second base, trying to make the throw, but not in time. He overslid the bag, but I thought if he slid, he couldn't come off the bag, but he did come off the bag through the slide. He overslid the bag and was tagged by the first baseman, but the first base umpire says he's safe. So that's a base hit. 1 runner on now for Eastview. And this double play could end it if they can turn it. They do not turn the double play. Ryan Pullen was out at second.
Nonetheless, they're down to their final out.
But they are indeed down to this final out. Couldn't quite turn the double play to end the game. That would have been a brilliant way to end the game. So
Number
we have
12.
Pinch hitter coming in. Get to my roster, and that's Patrick Reyes, the senior. Nope, not a pinch hitter. It's Patrick Reyes coming in. I don't know.
Coach Vera went out there to chat with his fellows.
Reyes steps into the left side. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Eastview down to their final out. Andrew Nations on the hill, left-hander. Breaking pitch hits Patrick Reyes. That moves Ryan Pullen over to second. Reyes is on first. And that's going to bring up number 8, Daniel Boyer. Trying to do pull off some heroics for Eastview.
It just wouldn't be this game without some more drama. We need more drama, like more cowbell.
We need a 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah.
Andrew Nations on the mound trying to close this one out. 2 runners on, 2 outs. That ball is driven towards the shortstop. He's able to scoop it. Bounces the throw past the first baseman. That's going to score 1 run. The other runner is held up. Now Eastview has runners on the corner with 2 outs. Scores now 3-2. And Eastview is in business. Bad throw by the shortstop. Pulled the first baseman off the bag. He couldn't corral it.
I think we've got an injury on first base. The batter, they're looking at his legs, so we might take a little break here.
All right, we're gonna keep it here while they check on him. Hopefully that young man is okay. But boy, do we have a ball game going, Dave. This is what rivalry games are all about, and this has been a lot of fun to be here and call. We appreciate all you folks listening in on YouTube. We appreciate all of our sponsors, and we couldn't do these free broadcasts without them. So we thank them for their sponsorship of Georgetown Eagle baseball.
Yeah, this is exactly why you sign up to play baseball at one of these high schools, is to compete like this at a high level. You know, our district is it's a fairly good district, but Eastview and Georgetown are on the top, I'd say, as far as talent. So when these two teams match up, you've got everything. It's for all the marbles, and then you've got, you know, the crosstown rivalry aspect of it. So it's this is fun.
In his hustle down the line, Reyes kind of stepped awkwardly on the bag and twisted his ankle a little bit, but it looks like he's going to be okay. He's putting on the oven mitt for running bases, and he's staying in the game. So now Eastview has runners on the corners, 2 outs. Georgetown leads 3-2. But stepping in now is going to be Josh O'Malley with a chance to try to tie this ball game.
Got a new pitcher for Georgetown
pitcher coming
possibly.
in.
If he'll turn around, we can get his number. We don't have the numbers on the front of these jerseys. Or maybe that was still Andrew
I guess
Nations.
it was just a couple of warm-up pitches for the delay. So Nations is still on the hill. 2 out. Runners on the corners for the Patriots. Georgetown leads 3-2. First pitch to O'Malley is a swinging strike.
No bigger moment for Nations than this right here, to focus on this batter and get this guy down.
That ball is fouled off to the right side, so Eastview down to their last strike to try to tie this ball game up. O'Malley stands in. Nations is ready for the pitch. He hits it to the second base side. And the flip to the second baseman ends the game. Some chatter going on between the base runner and one of the Georgetown players. I think he slid in kind of hard, but that ground out ends this game, and your Georgetown Eagles are district champions, folks. They beat Eastview Patriots in a tremendous ball game, 3-2. What a lot of fun to be here for this ball game. Wally, you missed the gym, man. I know you had to watch it on here and listen to me, but what a great ball game, folks. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back, have a conversation with Coach Vieira. And
I'd heard we don't do interviews at away games, but
I'm about to.
Okay.
Wally's not here. So,
okay.
Folks, stick with us. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Welcome back, folks. Tremendous ball game. A lot of fun to be a part of. Maybe as a fan, maybe not so much as a coach, but take a couple of years off your life. Coach, great win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wrap up at least a share of the district title. Talk about the performance of you guys tonight.
Man, we pitched it really well tonight. Ryan Laninger gave us a great start and filled it up and did a fantastic job. And then Cooper Ashby came in and did another tremendous job. And then Andrew Nations come in and closed it out after he scratched it too, to keep his composure in a big spot and still be able to complete the final out. So a tremendous job pitching-wise. And then Luke Hawley comes up with a big hit at the end, experienced a little adversity earlier in the day and throughout the course of the game, and ultimately was the guy that got the big knock when it mattered.
When you play a game like this, it's a rivalry game. Kids probably pay more attention to it than anybody does, but you come into a game like this and you talked about the adversity that they have to face in this game. Might not be a bad thing as you start getting near the playoffs.
Right. It's great to be in this kind of environment, right? You play a close ball game. You got guys that are talking a little bit and getting after it, and it gets a little bit chippy, and it puts you in the environment of what a playoff atmosphere feels like. If you want to win a state title and you want to make a run at it, you got to win close ball games like that.
So 11-0 now in district. I know you're going one game at a time, not looking much beyond that, but got Eastview coming up again Friday night at our field.
Yeah.
So what are you looking for then?
Another quality outing on the mountain, quality defense, and hopefully we can do a little bit better job executing offensively and get the big hits when it matters.
Well, Coach, congratulations
Appreciate
again.
You, Kelly.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you, brother.
Haven't seen you in a little while, but
I know.
Always glad to see you.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure,
Enjoyed it. Folks, that's our broadcast for tonight. We appreciate you joining us here on the SHN Sports Network, First Responder Broadcasting. I'm Kelly DeVoll, along with David England. Wally Harmon will be back Friday night for the call. Friday night, I'll be with him. Dave, you going to be here? Nope, Dave won't be here Friday, so it'll be me and Wally. Jerry Ann will probably be there as well. We appreciate you joining us, folks. Go visit our sponsors if you can. Give them some business. Let them know you appreciate them supporting our broadcast. We appreciate that. And in the words of the great Wally Harmon, it doesn't cost a dime to be kind. I stole it, Wally. I stole it from you. Folks, thanks for joining us. That's all we got from Patriot Field here tonight. Georgetown wins 3-2 to collect at least a share of the district title. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.